Your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Good morning. Shantytown appeal filed. A group alleges that Justice Grant Thompson erred in her decision. Petroleum retailers pledging decisive action. And a double shooting leaves one man dead. Plus, it's a special day here for Morning Blend. We celebrate and say farewell to our dear Pamela Musgrove. It's all straight ahead this morning. I'm Dwight Strachan. And this is Morning Blend.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. You know that it's here. It's the start of the end of the old way. Wake up. It's a new day. Wake up. It's a new day. Wake up. It's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day.
Good morning again, Bahamas. It is Monday, March 27th, 2023. This is Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Again, I'm Dwight Strachan. In a moment, Pamela Musgrove will be joining us. And again, we will be celebrating her and her 10 years with us on the show. But first, it's time for the Overnight, the latest breaking news from while you were sleeping, and the top national and international headlines this morning. In the overnight, attorneys for a group of Shantytown residents who lost their bid before the Supreme Court to have the government's Shantytown eradication policy declared unlawful, they've filed an appeal to the Court of Appeals seeking a declaration that the decisions by Justice Cheryl Grant Thompson handed down in February are void, illegal, and of no effect. The residents are seeking a declaration from the High Court that the policy is unconstitutional. Among other reliefs, they are also asking the court to restrain the government or public utilities from causing any utilities to be disconnected in shantytowns. In a ruling on February 10th, Grant Thompson declared that the policy and subsequent decisions were constitutional, referring to actions of the government, the Minutes Administration at that time, to issue notices to shantytown residents to vacate the land they lived on. The judge also discharging the injunction she granted on August 3rd, 2018, which restrained the government from demolishing shantytowns in New Providence or elsewhere in the country. She had put that injunction in place while she heard and considered the evidence. The 177 applicants, who were represented by Fred Smith KC of Calendars & Co., had challenged the Minutes Administration's policy to rid the country of shantytowns. Last week, the government issued over 200 eviction notices to residents in unregulated communities on Abaco. The appeal against Grant Thompson's decision filed on March 10th on several grounds. The first is that the judge wrongly held that the government had not shown an intention to possess the shantytown land. And the applicants also contend that in relation to the decision regarding utilities, the judge failed to address the grounds for review, advanced and misconstrued and misapplied the provisions of the Water and Sewerage Act and the Electricity Act. An early morning fire on Bimini ripping through multiple homes, leaving at least a dozen people homeless. Police on the island responded to the blaze in Porky Bay after 7:30 a.m. 3 homes were on fire when the officers responded, 1 concrete home and 2 wooden structures. With the help of residents, the fire was eventually extinguished. There were no injuries or loss of life. Prime Minister Philip Davis and Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville and West Grand Bahama and Bimini MP Obi Wolshcombe, also the Minister of Social Services, and a team from his ministry visited the island and met with those who lost their homes. Prime Minister listened to how residents recounted the ordeal. 5 homes destroyed, leaving 12 people homeless. Police are on the hunt for 2 men suspected of killing a man and injuring another during a shooting on Finlayson Street. This happened on Saturday night. 2 men were sitting on a wall near a home around 10 p.m. when 2 armed men approached and began shooting at them. Both men were hit several times. When officers arrived at the scene, they found the 2 men lying on the ground in front of the home. One of the men died at the scene. The other was taken to the hospital. No update yet on the condition of the other man. Police are asking for anyone with information to contact them. And Bahamas Petroleum Retailers Association President Raymond Jones says that retailers are set to take decisive action to cut their operating costs within the coming week after the government failed to live up to its word and address concerns regarding inflexible margins within a stated time frame. Jones saying the government appears to, quote, be unwilling to make a change. They promised to sit with us to make a change, but a week and a half has gone by and we haven't heard anything from them as to when we're going to meet to finalize any margin change or margin increase that we've been asking for. Prime Minister Philip Davis and senior government officials met on March 13th with association representatives to discuss the industry's ongoing issues. The Office of the Prime Minister is saying that the government is sensitive to the plight of petroleum retailers, but did not want to impose a further financial burden on consumers. Jones expressing disappointment that there has been no communication from the government in these recent days. Asked how soon retailers expect to cut operating hours to save costs. Jones saying, quote, whatever we're going to do it within the next week because it's important. This is the end of a month, and we have to sit down and agree this week to take action to minimize our operating costs. And the man who prosecutors say is responsible for the 2021 murder of businessman Leon Griffin, denying the allegation at his arraignment Friday. DiMarzio Lockhart, otherwise known as Toons, is charged with Griffin's murder and conspiring with others to commit the crime. Lockhart is accused of gunning down Griffin, husband of former PLP cabinet minister Melanie Griffin, in front of their home in Winton Meadows on December 23, 2021. He was arraigned via video link from the remand center at the prison. Senior Justice Bernard Turner will preside over his trial and will schedule a trial date on March 28th. Overseas, Israel's largest trade union group launching a strike across a broad swath of the country today, joining a surging protest movement against President Benjamin Netanyahu's plan to overhaul the judiciary, a plan that is facing unprecedented opposition. The strike by one umbrella group, which represents nearly 800,000 workers in health, transit, and banking, among many other fields, could paralyze large parts of Israel's economy, which is already on shaky ground. ratcheting up the pressure on Netanyahu to suspend the overhaul. Departing flights out of the country's main international airport grounded in protest, affecting thousands of travelers. Other sectors were also falling in line with local governments, which manage preschools and other essential services, as well as a main doctors' union announcing they would walk out. The growing resistance to the plan coming hours after tens of thousands of people burst into streets around the country in a spontaneous show of anger at Netanyahu's decision to fire his defense minister after he called for a pause to the overhaul. Chanting, quote, "The country is on fire," they lit bonfires on Tel Aviv's main highway, closing the thruway, and many other throughout the country for hours. Thousands of protesters were gathering today outside the Knesset, or Parliament, in a bid to ramp up the pressure on the government. And in France, a big day has come for French high school students, taking part in their first protest in a country that taught the world about people power and its revolution in 1789. Others are seeing a new wave of protesters. For French President Emmanuel Macron, the look of determination on young faces heralds a deepening crisis. His government has ignited a firestorm of anger with unpopular pension reforms that he railroaded through Parliament, and which most notably pushed the legal retirement age from 62 to 64. Violence is picking up as well. Police and environmental activists fought pitched battles over the weekend in rural western France, resulting in dozens of injuries. Officers fired more than 4,000 non-lethal dispersion grenades, fending off hundreds of protesters who rained down rocks, powerful fireworks, and gasoline bombs on police lines. In sports, as expected, there's been a significant amount of qualifiers, significant numbers for the 50th Oak Tree Carifta Games. Over the first 2 days of the ICS Security Concepts Bahamas National High School Track and Field Championships and Carifta Trials, adding to the 40 who had previously qualified. The three-day event wraps up today at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium, the same venue for the Carifta Games in less than 2 weeks now. It's the first time that high school, nationals, and Carifta trials are being combined, and the event is serving as a test event for Carifta Games. In the overall school competition, the St. Augustine's College Big Red Machine are in the lead going into the final day of competition today with 354 points. The Queens College Comets are second with 298 points, and the St. John's College Giants round out the top three schools with 123 points. The top public school, Sierra Walker Knights, they're fourth overall so far with 103 points. And the Sunland Baptist Stingers are leading the Family Island schools. They're fifth overall with 94 points. C.H. Reeves, the top junior school with 47 points. Read more on this in today's Guardian Sports section. And from soccer, a trio of goals in the first 34 minutes was all Trinidad and Tobago needed to come away with a 3-0 victory over the Bahamas in the men's soccer action at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium Friday. That loss has the Bahamas senior men's national soccer team sporting a 1-4 win-loss record to sit in third in the 3 points, with 3 points only in the League B Group C action in the CONCACAF Nations League. Trinidad and Tobago remains in second place with 12 points and a 4-1 record. The last time these two teams played, the Bahamas played a more defensive game with just one forward. This game, they played with two forwards, and head coach for the Bahamas, Nestle Jean, saying they wanted to play a more attacking game, but again, a 3-0 game there. Tough loss for the Bahamas. And with NCAA Division I basketball, the road to the Final Four. With that four now, 3 newcomers. Everyone's heard of UConn, but the other guys, well, they may need name tags when they travel to Houston next week to play for the national title. Florida Atlantic San Diego State and University of Miami will be making their first appearances at college basketball's grand finale, the first time since 1970 that three first-timers all showed up in the same year. There will be no number one seed at the Final Four for the first time since 2011. Instead, there will be a 9 seed with Florida Atlantic, a pair of 5 seeds in SD, SU, and Miami, and a 4 seed in UConn. The combined seed total for the 4 teams is 23, the second highest total since the seeding began in 1979. This marks the first time that not a single top 3 seed made it. That's sports. And that's the overnight. Time for your first look at weather. In your first look at weather for today, we've got a broad high-pressure ridge that will continue to generate mostly stable conditions across the area today. Beachgoers should be alert, though. There's a risk of rip currents along east and south coast beaches. For all areas today, forecast calls for partly mostly sunny and warm conditions with a chance of a few isolated showers. Expect breezy conditions in the southeast Bahamas, mostly fair and mild tonight. For boaters, a small craft caution's in effect for the southeastern islands. Winds east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, falling light and variable at times in the northwest and central islands. Easterly at 15 to 20 knots in the southeast Bahamas. Seas 2 to 4 feet in the northwest and central Bahamas, but 4 to 7 feet in the southeastern islands. Temperatures getting up to 84 Fahrenheit, 29 Celsius for your highs today. Overnight lows tonight getting down to about 72 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius. That's your first look at weather this morning. We'll have your extended outlook coming up after traffic in just a bit. You're listening to Morning Blend. When we come back, we're discussing the day's top stories right here on your home for fresh news and smart talk all day. Guardian Radio 96.9.
My business couldn't survive without my credit card machine from Fidelity. It's fast, convenient, and my clients love it. My sales increased, and I can track my earnings. Get your credit card machine from Fidelity today. Call 356-7764.
Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Street, has those hard-to-find fasteners for you right now. You can find stainless steel regular hex, carriage bolts, galvanized bolts, threaded rods, nails, self-tap screws, sex bolts, anchor bolts, turnbuckles, masonry tools, hand tools, and weed whacker strings. Check out the rope selection and car body fasteners, too. Special orders are welcome. It's your #1 fastener store. Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Streets. Call 326-1976.
You could win your share of $1,000 and free annual memberships when you apply for your Mobile Assist Visa Travel Rewards Card. It's a prepaid Visa that gives you access to travel and online shopping deals worldwide every single day. Enter automatically when you successfully apply through our Mobile Assist app. Use your prepaid Visa 5 times or more, and you are automatically entered to win your share of $1,000. See our social media pages for more details. Apply, save, and win with Mobile Assist.
When faced with an illness like cancer, we band together, and we at Cleveland Clinic in Florida have your back. From advanced cancer treatments to extra safety measures at all of our locations, we're with you on this journey for every infusion and follow-up, for every step of the way, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic in Florida. Get the care you need when and where you need it. To learn more or connect with a local representative, visit clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. You know that it's here. It's the start of the end of the old way. Wake up, it's a new day. 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 Wake up, wake up. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. You know that it's here. It's the start of the end of the old way. Wake up, it's a new day.
Welcome back to Morning Blend here on Guardian Radio 96.9. Dwight Strachan with you. We are streaming live on GuardianTalkRadio.com and on the Guardian Radio app for smart devices. We're also on your televisions on Cable Bahamas, Channel 969, and BTC Flow, Channel 612. You can tweet us at MorningBlend969 or Facebook.com/MorningBlend969. Text us 422-4796. Standard text rate supply on the Guardian text line, powered by BTC. Again, I'm Dwight Strachan. Joining me now, Pamela Musgrove.
Good morning, Dwight. Good morning, Bahamas.
This is, I hope it's not going to be, but this is officially the final time I'll be saying that on a Monday morning as a co-host. She might come back as a guest, a special guest. But this is Pam. She's been teasing us about this for a while.
Yeah, I've said it.
Her final day with us.
It is.
10 years.
It is. And it has been an amazing journey.
Wow. So it's going to be an emotional time, but we'll save that for after 8 o'clock. We're expecting, if not all of the Morning Blend co-hosts this morning. Even Laverne, she's flown in. We had a great weekend. She's flown in from Grand Bahama. And I think this is the first time some of them actually, this is the first time you met her, right?
Laverne, yes.
Talked many times, but you never got
Yes.
to meet her. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's going to be here to say farewell to Pam.
Thank you.
Got
I
a
feel
big,
special.
if you're watching us on, I think we've got our video stream up, yeah? You got it up? Yes, video stream is up. And so I think people can see our big farewell Pam.
Yes. I get to take it with me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dwight. Thank you.
And we're going to be celebrating again all morning. Well, after 8 o'clock especially, straight through to the end. But we do have some stuff to talk about.
We do.
In the news. And in the news, quite a lot of big stories this morning. We're going to quickly get through some of these before we get to the main one here. So this terrible fire in Bimini, 5 homes destroyed and 12 homeless now after this this yesterday morning, and just very sad, and we hope this gets resolved for the folks there as quickly as possible.
Do they have other accommodations on the island?
I don't know.
To house persons who lost their homes?
It's a good question. But all the government agencies that can help were there, and hopefully it won't be a long road for them. But you can read their stories, powerful stories in today's Nassau Guardian. And we wish them all the best. Thankfully, nobody hurt. So that was good. Double shooting leaves one man dead. Police are on the hunt for two suspects after they killed a man and injured another during a shooting on Finlayson Street on Saturday night. The two men were sitting on a wall near a home around 10 p.m. when two armed men approached and shot them. Both men hit several times. One man died at the scene. The other is in the hospital. We're not sure of his condition, but again. Petroleum retailers, remember, they said the Prime Minister give us about 2 weeks or something, and that is almost up. And so the retailers say, okay, well, we've got to act. The end of the month is approaching, and we're not going into April with this.
Well, I've said it a couple of weeks ago. They just have to do what they have to do.
Yeah. And we knew this. We knew it'd be here,
look
right?
Look at your numbers, and if you feel like taking an action will help you to cut costs, then go and do it. Don't do it because you're trying to get the government's attention.
Right.
Do it because, like you said, you can go out of business to protect your interests. But all of this back and forth talking, hoping that the government hears you, they already said they're not minded to increase the price at the fuel tank.
Right, yeah.
So they're not minded. They're not minded to increase it. They're not minded to reduce their taxes.
No.
So you just have to do what you have to do.
Are we ready for that? The Bahamian people ready for that? Boy, it's going to be interesting.
If you, as a business, if you're saying that to not increase the price of fuel, your business would go under. What will you do if you want to survive and thrive and live and earn a living for your family? What would you do?
Yeah.
You got to do what you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll keep you updated on that one. They're saying they're disappointed they haven't heard from the Prime Minister in these past few days. He's been all over the place, so he's been very busy. A lot going on. But nobody else reached out to him. And
They're not minded. They're not minded to do it.
They're
They're not minded to do it.
Not surprised in the slightest, but anyway. All right. And then the big headline in the Nassau Guardian, and this is also not a surprise, but this is what we said just a few weeks ago. This is going to be a long road. Right? And Shantytown appeal filed. In fact, this took longer than I thought.
But it was since March 10th. It was just coming out,
right. So, yeah, maybe not that long. All right, so attorneys for a group of Shantytown residents who lost their bid before the Supreme Court to have the government's Shantytown eradication policy declared unlawful, they have now filed an appeal to the Court of Appeals seeking a declaration that the decisions by Justice Cheryl Grant Thompson, handed down in February, are void, illegal, and of no effect. The residents are seeking a declaration from the High Court that the policy is unconstitutional. Among other reliefs, they are also asking the court to restrain the government or the public utilities from causing any utilities to be disconnected in shantytowns. All right, so let's get to what they are saying specifically. And this is coming on the heels of the government issuing over 200 eviction notices to residents in unregulated communities on Abaco. Now, the appeal against the decision was filed on March 10th on several grounds. The first is that the judge wrongly held that the government had not shown an intention to possess the shantytown land. The applicants also contend that in relation to the decision regarding utilities, the judge failed to address the grounds for review, advanced and misconstrued and misapplied the provisions of the Water and Sewerage Act and Electricity Act. They say, quote, the grounds for review of the utilities decision were that it was ultra-virus, took into account legally irrelevant considerations, and was made acting under dictation. They further claim that the judge conflated two separate grounds of review, namely, who was authorized to issue notices to shantytown residents, and the question whether the Ministry of Works acted under dictation. They allege that Grant Thompson erred in failing to find that the notices were invalid on their face. In her ruling, Grant Thompson stated the strongest case for the applicants, in my view, concerned the issuing of notices to residents to the shantytowns. The court is of the view that the actions of then-Ministers Bannister and Folks may have bordered the line of irregularity. However, I do not accept that the line was crossed. I am satisfied that the decision to issue notices to the inhabitants of the shantytowns pursuant to Section 4.3 of the Building Regulations Act was in compliance with legislation. Now, in their appeal, the appellants contend that the judge misdirected herself in relation to the application for constitutional relief and failed to give reasons for dismissing it. They've sought a declaration that the eradication policy was unconstitutional, illegal, and of no effect. According to the applicants, on the present facts, there are families who are threatened with the demolition of their homes before their very eyes. On the constitutional point, the judge said constitutional applications should not be commingled with judicial review proceedings. And she dismissed the constitutional application, but the applicants charged that the judge was wrong in dismissing the application for constitutional relief on the grounds that they ought to have been the subject of separate proceedings. Okay. So lots of legal talk there and wrangling. In any event, this is going to block things up again for a little bit at least.
I think they need to proceed with it. There are cases, the government, because living in these conditions is unsafe, Dwight. It is unsafe, and these homes are not built to code. And how can the government go to other residents of the Bahamas, make them take down their building or make them stop building because of some violation of the code, and allow these persons to remain in those homes that we all know are not up to code? And if there was another hurricane, their lives would be in jeopardy. Yeah. So I think they have to go through and they have to fight this. The question will be, are there affordable homes in Abaco or wherever shanty towns are destroyed? Are there affordable?
The answer to that?
Well, that would be the issue. I think that's the large or the more strongest fight, or case they could bring. Are there affordable homes in the area that, should you destroy these shantytown, persons can go and live in them?
Wow.
And they have to be affordable, not low cost. Because I remember the minister saying that some homes that they were doing off Carmichael Road, they were low cost, and they were between $130,000 to $190,000. That is not low cost. That's not affordable. Because the average Bahamian cannot afford a mortgage of about $900 to $1,000 on the low end of that. Because when you factor in insurance and having the bank sometimes take out the amount for the insurance, that's a lot of money.
Right. And that's not even talking about maintaining the home and feeding yourselves. So it's a lot, yeah. Let's get your reaction to this and some of the other stories we've been talking about so far this morning. You can call us 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Tweet us, Facebook us, text us, 422-4796. Now, the appeal has been filed. Does that mean that the work has to stop? There's no injunction again. So
you need to fast track it.
Just go ahead and do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Let it not be 3, 4, 5 years like it was the last time.
Well, since they filed an appeal, we're going to just stop and wait for that. You don't want to hear that. No. Okay. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning, Dwight.
Hi.
Good morning, Pamela.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Pamela?
Yes, sir.
I'll be missing you. But I'll find a way to get through.
Wow. Oh, boy.
Anyway, thanks. That's it. Dwight, with this shantytown thing, I smell a rat, Dwight, because the QC and the KC involved in this case knows that what you all are saying is true, that the Constitution does not lend itself to illegality. I have a neighbor. He was tampering with his water meter. You know what the corporation did? They came and they extracted the meter. They took it away. And he can't get that meter no more. So I don't know what this Casey, he's trying to manipulate the system and play on people's ignorance. You know, I ain't want to get too personal with him, but he had this problem somewhere else in the Caribbean, in which he was expelled.
Yeah, don't do that. But we'll see. I mean, a court will decide whether, right?
Yeah, but
and hopefully sooner than later.
Right. He is deliberately trying to play on people's ignorance with the progress of this nation. We're trying to get this nation forward. You understand? And he's stifling the growth of this nation. That's how you
feel, but, this is why we have to have better laws, right? So you've got to make sure that the laws can stand up to anybody who tries, if you like what you're saying, any mischief or anything else, right? There are loopholes and there are cracks in the system. We have to fix it. We have to plug it. And this is why we wish that he were on the lawmaker side to help to strengthen the laws we have. But this is what we are supposed to elect the right people to do this stuff.
And he is going through the right process.
Yeah.
It is through the court system. It is transparent. So then the government side just needs to argue.
Yeah.
And put effort into this case like they do with other cases when they hire expensive cases.
He just had a case before the Privy Council, which he lost, right?
I'm not too sure, but I mean, this happens. You win some, you lose some. That's fine.
He had an appeal with the Shanty Towns that took 5 years, and I think they lost that bit.
Okay.
Which means he ain't flawless.
Nobody is. We're all human. But thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's not make this personal, though. This is right. This is his job. This is what they do. Right. So
the government just needs to argue its case. If they believe in their case, get the right people, argue it, take it all the way until it's resolved. And if that means the Privy Council, take it all the way until it's resolved.
You know it will. And they're lawyers, right? When I say I don't know who would represent a murderer, everybody comes back and says, well, he's entitled to have a lawyer. So that's how it is.
And the case is important because I can't see how you can serve ordinary people or regular people with citations because they're not building to code when in plain sight.
Yeah, this is very serious.
You have these homes that you can, just looking at it, it's not to code.
Yeah, because people say that all the time. Why do I have to get a permit for this? But these people are doing whatever they want. It's not fair. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, good morning to you, Dwight. Good morning to you, Pam.
Good morning.
I'm going to miss you, man. I guess I have to start waking up Tuesdays and Mondays.
What?
Thank you.
Me too. Me too. We'll just skip Mondays. How about we just go Tuesdays to Fridays?
I gotta miss my female critical thinker. Very sober in her thoughts and deliberate. I miss her.
Thank you,
but Dwight, let me just speak on this. When this thing was first filed, Dwight, on your show, you may recall or not, I said that the problem with this thing was that the government is omitting one thing. Since the Crown cannot be separated from its alienated from its assets, I said that considering that anything built on a leased land is a property of the landowner, right? That means every single house on Crown land or any other body land that's not owned by a person belongs to the person who owns the land. And so the whole argument of the government having to go get permission to tear down their own property was kind of moot. And so here's this appeal stating that government hasn't stated the intention of taking possession of the land. See, because what happens is when you get Crown land for farming and you violate that land, the government literally has judicial right to just take immediate possession of the land. You have violated it. So essentially, this whole thing was being a shenanigans. The KC should have known this. So the only thing they have to do is to declare that these farmland has been violated, or the fact that any property on Crown land which was not leased or given to somebody else was essentially government's own. So that means it's their own house. It's their own property. So the government need then only to move to evict them without permission to destroy your own property. And we pay for these thoughts and these legal arguments. But either way, Pam, you're absolutely correct. Another argument is made. In fact, there is no such thing as low-cost homes in the Bahamas. It's only affordable homes. But not only do we need affordable homes, we need social housing. There has to be a conversation in this country for housing. Dwight, when a study was done saying we were short 80,000 homes, we needed 3,000 homes to continuously building. If you go back to 2010 census, you had 102,000 homes. Today we have 115,000 homes. That means in 10 years we built less than 12,000 homes when we should have built 30,000 minus the 80,000. That's the limit. Not homes, but actually housing units, because they mean apartments, other different things. There's something terribly wrong with these numbers in our country, and we have governments and things like, we build 1,000 homes, 500 homes, 300 homes, when we need 3,000. And the minister herself quoted that survey that was done, or that study that was done a few years ago.
Yeah.
But either way, what we have is a housing crisis, Dwight has said on your show. We have a medical crisis. We have education crisis. We have a national security crisis. We have an immigration
Every
crisis.
single ministry we have,
Right, but we have no
it's all
solution.
crisis. Yes.
Let's even say that, right? They put together all of these committees, right? Do you know one thing of all these committees and all these things, what is missing out of the committee? They get family, friends, lovers, fanatical supporters, and foreigners. What is the one thing missing from Dwight, from those committees? And the ending, I'll tell you, it's called knowledge. Thank you so much.
Wow. All right, thanks a lot. Interesting points there, although landlords around here know that there are lots of challenges with just trying to do away with anything you want on your property, if you've rented that out. So it's not that easy, but definitely it is an interesting point, and I'm sure that will come up a lot.
It's an interesting story from a landlord perspective. In talking to a landlord, there was some tenants on the property that weren't paying, and so the electricity was in the landlord's name, and they got the electrician to try to disconnect the utilities. And the police came and stopped them. The person knew a police friend, so they brought the police on and they stopped them. So the landlord went to BPL to have it disconnected. And they said, BPL asked them, well, is there anybody in here in the place? And the landlord, well, nobody's supposed to be inside the place that they disconnected. But they thought it was strange because when a tenant does not pay its electricity bill, BPL will go and disconnect them. So then why are you asking if there's somebody in the unit and they didn't pay their bill? When you can go and disconnect the electricity, even though someone is inside there, a landlord cannot have the electricity disconnected.
This is just so bizarre.
Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense, right? And so there are some laws that need to be, I understand they were trying to protect tenants, but I think it has to be a balance.
Yeah.
You have to protect the landlord and the tenant.
My goodness. That is wild. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Dwight.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, and good morning, Pamela.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Pamela, we're going to miss you.
And I will miss.
We really miss you.
I will miss you
I
guys
hope
as
Dwight
well.
then do his due diligence and find a substitute.
No, there's nobody who could replace Pam. I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to cancel the show.
You can't find nobody to substitute her, but you could find somebody come real close.
Well, Dwight is sending out an invitation right now. So if you're interested, give him a call if you're interested. I know we have many persons out there who are interested and capable.
Yeah, Dwight, but hey, Pamela, when you go, just remember these words, managing the status quo, things will never change.
I agree.
And that's what we continue to see inside our country, right? We continue to see governments after government continue to come in and just manage the status quo. They have no desire, no will, no plans to change nothing what we have inside this country, and that's why attorneys can make so much money from the foolishness that exists in this country, because the parliament is only there to make deals. It isn't there to try to put laws in place to keep a civilized nation civilized. It's basically there only for when foreign investment comes in, and we try to find out how to get this country, we honestly and truly have to make a change in this town, because at the end of the day, we then see the same attitude. We keep electing the same attitude and mentality, and people in the Bahamas, it can no longer sustain the Bahamas. It can no longer help the Bahamas. You see what's happening with this Shanty Town, right? We have 62 of them in the Nassau, so we imagine if what that means for the Bahamas if this continue down the road, as far as the courts them being so inefficient or not even interested in the Constitution of the Bahamas. They just protecting pockets, and once you follow the money, you will understand why things can never really change. We have to make a change, guys. And Pamela, like again, we're gonna miss you, man. So
gonna miss you guys too.
But enjoy yourself and enjoy your life. Hope to see you in Parliament one of these days.
No, don't make us have to talk bad about Pam. What? We don't want that.
we do have a lot of broken systems, and it's not encouraging to see us elect people after people to Parliament and not solve a lot of the problems that we're having. It's almost like they've taken a little Band-Aid and put over it, and until the next 5 years when another crew comes in. So it would be really refreshing if we have persons who go to Parliament with the intent to really try to solve and address some of the problems that we have.
Speaking of that, we'll get to you in a second, callers. Over the weekend, the Imagine Local Government Day event Saturday, I was able to watch it virtually, and Pat Ramming was amazing, and he's been championing local government for years. And really fantastic. I'm not going to have time to play. I was going to play some of the what he said, but I'll do that tomorrow. Really. And if you can, go on risebahamas.net and watch the event, but especially Pat Ramming's contribution. Really amazing. And again, time permitting, tomorrow we'll get into that. But I told you about that, Pam.
Yeah.
Disappointing with the turnout, but not unexpected. I think at one point that they might have had online at least. I know there were some people in the audience, but it seemed like about 12 people at the most. That's a disgrace. And as Pat Ramming said, I totally agree. This is the number one most important thing in this country right now. A lot of you, 98% of you probably do not agree. But if you want to see this country live up to its potential, we have to decentralize this government.
I don't generally think a lot of persons don't agree. No, I just think they cannot relate to it. So it's the goal of the organizers to bring it to their level, to see how, to show them how this can improve what we're doing. I don't think it's people not sitting around reading articles about local government and the importance of local government. But the organizers need to find ways to connect with the public and have and encourage them so that they can encourage leaders, because they're listening, Dwight. They're listening. And you could tell sometimes, like, there'll be conversations and then they'll make an announcement. I think where the disconnect is actually implementing those solutions that can make us a better place to live, or make the Bahamas a better place to live for all.
Well, they should read some of the many reports that are handed to them and commissioned by them. Right? They should read them, and then they might find the solutions to do these things. But hey,
I think the organizers just need to don't be discouraged. That's the first one. But just try to find ways. Look at what other countries did to get where they are today. Find ways to bring it to the public, help the public to understand what you're saying, and then you get buy-in.
Yeah. So again, tomorrow, folks, we'll get into that. Let's take some more calls before we have to take a break. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Dwight.
Hi.
Good morning, Pam.
Good morning.
I hope you're doing well.
I am doing wonderful. Thank you.
I'm struggling.
I'm struggling. We're going to miss you. I mean, I'm going to miss you.
Thank you very much.
My question to you is, has the government seconded you as well?
No, this has nothing.
Because you're all used to people leaving Guardian Radio to go and do things like that.
Let me tell you the story. Right?
Oh, Lord.
About
you don't want to say that for 8 o'clock when we get into this?
Let me say it right now. A couple years in, Dwight told me he's going to be on this joint for 10 years. Right?
Oh, yikes.
And then I told him...
Dwight is not a man of his word.
So I told him, when he leaves, I'm leaving. right? And so Dwight celebrated his 10th anniversary last April. And so I said, Dwight, seeing as how you are content here, that's good. I said, I am going to leave on my 10th anniversary, which is March this month
Dwight
here.
to blame for this.
So yes.
I should have told her 15.
So
Right,
there's
we're gonna
no
straighten you
sinister
out.
plot. I'm not going anywhere. This is just my time. I feel that my season is up, and I'm moving on.
You know, the Bible says, but there's a time and a season for everything.
Everything,
So
yeah.
Your season
Yeah,
has come and
yeah,
gone, and
yeah.
I'm sure somebody else is going to come
Exactly.
and fill your shoes.
Exactly.
And so I want to wish you, I know, Palm, that they have been listening to you, your words of words of wisdom.
And I humbly appreciate that.
Forth. And I'm sure that, like, the government, they have their ears to Guardian Radio on Mondays. But in regards to this appeal that is being made, I just have one question. I just wonder if these appellants, are they law-abiding citizens? Do they abide by the laws of the country? And if they do, don't they expect other people to do likewise? That's the only question I have for Mr. Smith and all of these people who are fighting the appeal. Are they lawbreakers? Because obviously these people who are building these shanty towns and doing whatever they want to do, they are not law-abiding citizens. And we can't have unlawful abiding citizens within our country. So I just hope that the government moves swiftly on dealing with this matter, because this thing is spreading like cancer, man. If we don't cut this out, this whole country is going to be filled right up with shanty towns.
Oh, boy.
So Dwight, Palm, again, I wish you all the best.
Thank you
and
very
I know
much.
you will continue to do well.
Thank
so
you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. It's like one
You
more
know who
call.
I blame for all of this? The government,
Yeah.
The government. Like, how does a shanty town come up? How?
Yeah.
You remember the last time? It was during the time when, and I remember it because of this, when the now press secretary was head director at his station, and he went in a car, because I was looking at the live feed to the shanty town called The Farm. He went in a car and saw it. And then people said over 200 homes are now in this shanty town. How? How could it have happened right under the government's nose?
But it's
How?
going on for decades.
So I blame the government. I
Yeah.
blame the government for the shantytown situation, and I blame the government for uncontrollable immigration. It's their policies.
Yeah.
If you are my sponsor, Dwight, I should never be able to go to Kermit and have a job. You sponsor me. You're the person that I'm working for on work permit. But I can leave you and go to Kermit and work.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening in this country. Right? People are staying here for very long, and then they're applying for permanent residency. Right? It shouldn't be.
Let's take this one more call, and then we're going to go to our break. Good morning, caller on the air.
Good morning, Dwight. Good morning, Pam.
Hi, good morning.
Pam, to you, I would say that I personally, I'm going to miss your very sobering and wise contributions to the plethora of issues, and not just issues, but also lending solutions to a lot of the things that we discuss on this radio on a daily basis. You know, and I thank you and I congratulate you on the next move going forward, and hope that God will prosper you.
Thank you.
To continue as you prevail on the journey of life.
Thank you.
Dwight, very shortly here on this shantytown issue, I think Pam said a mouthful just now. You know, the government or the 38 or so-called representatives that we had sit in our parliament has failed the Bahamian people. How is it that every agency of the government has a plethora of issues to deal with, but yet we have had no one truly come to the forefront to answer why these agencies or ministries are operating in the red? I mean, it's fully ridiculous. You know, the shantytown issue is not an overnight thing. It didn't just pop up. I think due diligence has not been done in terms of preserving the law of the country, because if the laws were adhered to, then the issues that we are dealing with today would not be presented in the manner that they are to the large extent. And last point here is the government, i.e. the representatives now, are trying to take corrective measures in trying to bring this, not just this matter, but many other matters under control. You know, the horse has already bolted out of the barn, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how they're going to fight using law against these people who apparently do not believe in law. You know, we have these lawyers who, for whatever reason, they seem not to have the common sense to just abstain from some things that's negatively impacting this country, has gone against the will of the Bahamian people, and yet they take these cases to go and present. I mean, it's really ridiculous.
Well,
anyway, I'm going to end there. And thanks for taking my call this morning. Right. And may God protect our country.
All right,
Good morning, all.
Well, I don't know if you can go there, but this is their job, and they found a loophole. They disagree, and it's all a matter of opinion. The law is written in a way that it can be open to all manner of interpretations.
And what Parliament is supposed to do if they have loopholes, they're supposed to close them.
Absolutely. And that is a challenge. They're very slow to act on that.
Right. And another thing on the shantytown, on immigration, you should not be able to be approved for a work permit first time in this country.
Yeah. Not supposed to happen.
You should not be in this country and for your first time getting a work permit.
Yeah.
You should not. And I'm saying these things because I've seen them. I've seen them in action.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back. We're celebrating Pam when we get back after the news. This song's for you, Pam.
Okay, let me hear it.
Nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
I'm Rita Foley with an AP News Minute. Parts of the southeast could see more thunderstorms and heavy rain today. The AP's Jennifer King with what they've already been through in the south.
President Biden issued an emergency declaration for Mississippi after a massive tornado devastated 2 rural counties. The storm struck on Friday, killing at least 25 people and injuring dozens more. A tornado also struck western Georgia early Sunday, damaging up to 100 homes and buildings. Officials said 5 people had minor injuries.
All 7 bodies have been recovered from the site of a powerful explosion at a chocolate factory in a small town in eastern Pennsylvania. This was in the borough of West Reading. That's about 60 miles northwest of Philadelphia. First Citizens Bank of North Carolina will buy the failed Silicon Valley Bank. Customers of SVB will automatically become customers of First Citizens, which is headquartered in Raleigh. The 17 former branches of SVB are opening as First Citizen branches today. I'm Rita Foley.
It's been 7 hours and 50 days since you took your love away.
Welcome back to Morning Blend here on Guardian Radio 96.9. We're streaming live on GuardianTalkRadio.com and on the Guardian Radio app for smart devices. We're also on your televisions on Cable Bahamas Channel 969 and BTC Flow Channel 612. You can tweet us at Morning Blend 969 or Facebook.com/Morning Blend 969. Text us 422-4796. And now at 8:20, time for another check of your weather for today, brought to you by Bahamas First Insurance. Here is what's happening. We've got a broad high-pressure ridge that will continue to generate mostly stable conditions across the area. Beachgoers, though, should be alert due to the risk of rip currents along east and south coast beaches. For all areas today, look for partly and mostly sunny and warm conditions with a chance of a few isolated showers. Expect breezy conditions in the southeastern islands today. Mostly fair and mild tonight. For boaters, the small craft caution remains in effect for the southeast Bahamas. Temperatures today, another warm day in store. Highs getting up to around 84 Fahrenheit, 29 Celsius. May feel warmer than that, though. Overnight lows tonight getting down to about 72 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius. In your extended outlook, high pressure across the area will gradually shift eastwards ahead of a cold front that's expected to enter the northwest Bahamas by Wednesday and continue moving southeastwards through the remaining islands through Friday. So ahead of that, for Tuesday, look for partly sunny and warm conditions with a chance of a few passing showers. Wednesday, variably cloudy and warm with a few scattered showers and the chance of isolated thunderstorms mainly near the frontal boundary. That's your Morning Blend weather check, brought to you by Bahamas First. Visit firstonlineinsurance.com and select a Bahamas First agent to purchase, pay, or renew your car or home insurance 100% online, or just stop by any Bahamas First agent. Bahamas First, celebrating 40 years as the first Bahamian general insurance company. What's first for you comes first for us. And time for your first look at traffic for this morning, brought to you by RBC. Discover mortgage ideas shaped around you. Into traffic at this hour, real-time traffic. Mila Butler Highway, heavy traffic there. In fact, we're seeing some things we don't normally see. So from Fire Trail, as usual, straight up to Tonic Williams Darling Highway, you're going to be seeing that northbound traffic. But even north of that, heading toward the six-legged roundabout, heavy traffic from just north of the Tonic Williams Darling Highway roundabout all the way up to JFK Drive this morning. Very heavy traffic there, so keep that in mind. And traffic back to belong the JFK eastbound to the six-legged roundabout as well this morning. Glass Road looking much better for you than usual, though. Just as you approach Munnings Road, will you see that traffic in front of you heading toward JFK Drive. Elsewhere, we've got Cowpen Road, eastbound traffic heavy as you approach Faith Avenue, and that continues as you get into the intersection with Zion Boulevard and Blue Hill Road. Blue Hill Road heavy from Carmichael straight up to Independence Drive, northbound, and Independence Drive back to both directions, east and westbound this morning. Elsewhere, we've got Prince Charles Drive, heavy traffic near Elizabeth Estates, and as you approach Fox Hill Road, and especially near Beatrice Avenue, the intersection there. Charles Saunders Highway also seeing heavy eastbound traffic for you this morning on the way to Beatrice Avenue. Robinson Road between Soldier and Old Trail, bumper to bumper westbound there. And Eastern Road, as usual, just east of Fox Hill, straight up to Johnson Road. You're going to be seeing that long line ahead of you. Bernard Road near the schools in the area. And Shirley Street between Village and Mackey Street this morning. Those are your hottest spots. It's your real-time traffic and your Morning Blend traffic alert, brought to you by RBC. Visit rbc.com/Caribbean/home story to start your mortgage story today. We'll be back with more Morning Blend after these messages here on Guardian Radio 96.9.
Ready to save? You can put $100 into the CFAL Savings Express Plan and make sure your money keeps growing. Earn interest on your savings while you're sleeping, eating, or standing in line at the bank. Ready to invest? Start by putting $1,000 into our mutual funds and earn interest there too. Because at CFAL, your interest is our interest. Visit CFAL.com to start now. CFAL, growing wealth for future generations of Bahamians.
Carifta is almost here, and Alive has partnered with TCL for you to capture gold at the 2023 Carifta Games. Switch to Alive and get a free TCL 30 Plus or TCL 30 SE on select Alive postpaid plans to share pictures and videos of our Bahamian athletes as they hit the tracks to win gold. Visit your nearest Alive store or mobile van location and come gold with us at the 2023 Carifta Games.
Technology serves to make our lives better, so why not your business too? At Custom Computers, we've been maintaining our knowledge and relationships with top tech companies since 1987 and carry only the most trusted brands like Apple, Microsoft, HP, and more. No company has helped more businesses build reliable IT systems than Custom Computers. You name it, we've done it. Call 396-1101 to talk to any of our business experts. Find trust in your tech. Count on Custom Computers.
Is your 2023 goal to move into your own home? Well, future homeowner, enjoy another payday. Build or buy a home with financing from CIBC First Caribbean, and you'll receive cash back every month for 1 year. A home is one of your greatest investments, so secure one soon. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/homeowners payday for more info. Offer valid from January 9 through to March 31, 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
It's Nassau Tile's March Madness sale. And to celebrate 93 years in business and the Bahamas' 50 years of independence, they're giving you 20% off store-wide. Catch the sale on all tiles, linset, grout, mosaics, and more. Save 25% off wood look tiles and ceramic tiles, and up to 60% on selected items. Their experts will guide you in selecting the right tiles. Visit their showroom on Dowsville Street or call 322-2100 to make your dream space a reality. Don't miss this March Madness anniversary sale from March 27th to the 31st. All sales are final.
People, what you thinking? We want something different. People, what you wanting? We want local government. I can tell them no more slunking. We want to see it function. I can tell them no more joke. I forgot. Going down Blue Hill Road, going down Village Road, going down Nassau Road. We want local government. We want local government. It's a road. We want local government. Share the love. We want local government. We got call for local government.
Sign the petition and find out more information at risebahamas.net.
Florida Auto Parts can deliver all the auto parts your car will ever need, direct from the USA and from around the world. Florida Auto Parts provides fast delivery on auto parts, and we ship throughout the Bahamas, genuine or aftermarket, new or used, and all for the best price. Call Florida Auto Parts Trusted Parts Rep on WhatsApp at 1-786-772-8777 to save on your next auto parts purchase. Florida Auto Parts, the right parts at the right price.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Shopping is so rewarding with my Fidelity credit card. I get the best prices with price protection. Earn and redeem freedom points at my favorite stores. Get cash back. Plus, I booked a cruise. Get your Fidelity credit card today. Call 356-7764.
The Project Execution Unit for the Reconstruction with Resilience in the Energy Sector in the Bahamas program in the Ministry of Finance has now released on the government's e-procurement portal bidding documents for various solar installation projects.
All interested contractors in the renewable energy sector are encouraged to register on the portal to download these opportunities. In preparation for a workshop and pre-bid meetings to be held at Choices Restaurant on the campus of the University of Bahamas, Tuesday, April 4th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, then resuming from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. For more information, contact the Project Execution Unit at 604-1032 or visit the Facebook page of the Ministry of Finance.
So save the date, Tuesday, April 4th, 10 a.m. at Choices Restaurant, UB Campus, for a solar energy workshop and pre-bid meetings. We're advancing renewables in the Bahamas, and as we celebrate our 50th year of independence, let's plug in to a brighter alternative.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good times forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road is going to lead. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If we get to see tomorrow, I hope it's worth all the pain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard.
Oh boy, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Those lyrics are perfect. Perfect for this morning. Yeah, let's get these mics up here.
Thank you, Dwight.
Welcome
And I just
back.
want to say, I'm not going to say it at the end, but thank you. You know, you took a chance on me, and I served at your pleasure. And
the Prime Minister now?
there you go. You had the choice. If you didn't want me here, I didn't have to be here. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you and appreciate what you are doing.
Oh, we still have a whole hour and a half, Pam. So I'm going to say all the things I want to say to you a little bit later. But thank you so much. And folks, if you're just tuning in, this is Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Dwight Strachan along with Pamela Musgrove. We're expecting the whole Morning Blend crew in this morning. Guess who's in Nassau? Guess who's in studio? Not in Grand Bahama. She's been here all weekend. We were celebrating Pam all weekend, and Laverne Gardner is here with us. Hello, Laverne.
Good morning. Good morning. This
Only
is
a
my
second time in the studio. Wow.
Listen, I just want to publicly say that anytime Guardian wants to fly me out, all expense paid, to come to New Providence, to be in studio,
You'll do it.
I will make myself available.
We'll remember that. But it is Pam's day today.
Yes.
If you're just tuning in, Pamela is breaking our hearts. It's her final day with us after 10 years.
10 years.
And I caused this, apparently, because I told Pam some misleading information. It appears. She holds people to their words. Right?
She's crazy like that.
It's insane. In the Bahamas?
She actually expects people to live up to their
Why
word.
would you do that?
Why
In the Bahamas? Come on, Pam.
What in your life has taught you to do that? Wait, what happened to you?
So, anyway, oh boy. But anyway, so remembering Pam, we're going to be talking about Pam all morning long.
Yes.
Got you see our big flyer, our big banner?
You know, and I'm saying to Dwight, I'm so uncomfortable, right? I'm going along with the program.
But you're uncomfortable. But let me just make you more uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable.
Because I just want, if you don't know Pam, because I told Dwight all I know was Pam's name and her voice. I said, and so when I walk in, if there are more females there, I'm going to be like, can everybody just talk so that I can pick out Pam? But if you don't know Pam in person, I just want to say to you that her voice, she is as genuine and as welcoming and as kind as her voice is on the radio. That's not an affectation. I met Pam in person this weekend, and everything I thought she was, she is, and more. So
Thank you.
it has been a pleasure being able to meet Pam face to face and get to know her. So I'm getting to know her for all of you out there who think you know her because you listen to her every Monday.
Thank you, Laverne. I really appreciate
She is just who you think she is. If you're thinking positive things. If you're not, you have a problem.
All right, so let's get your calls in. We're going to be doing this. It's a special edition of the show. So we're going straight till 10 with this. I don't know if Pam could take all of that. She hasn't seen anything yet. But yeah. And so let's hear from you. Give us a call, 323-6232, 325-4316. 325-4259. Tweet us, Facebook us, text us. She's blushing. 422-4796. Got a lot of text messages in already, Pam. Dwight Pamela will definitely be missed. Blessings will always follow her wherever she goes.
Thank you. Text it. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, boy. And another one, farewell, Pam. It was always a joy to hear your perspective on the radio on Mondays. Take care of yourself and continue researching. And it's from Lavette, our friend Lavette in North Carolina.
Thank you, Lavette.
Let's take this call. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Yes, Bob. Don't leave us this way. I don't know how Dwight will survive.
Right?
Somehow he must.
Laverne is here.
Laverne says she's only doing Thursdays.
I'm only doing Thursdays. You can't expand it. I'm not trying to fill Pam's shoes.
We just won't do Mondays anymore.
No, we start morning blend on Tuesdays.
Yeah, exactly.
In honor of Pam.
With the same pay. No adjustment. Adjustment in salary.
No adjustment in salary. We just in honor of Pam.
That's for Dwight.
That's for Dwight.
It's a mental day. Just take Monday off as a mental day.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, there's something beautiful about March I need to let you know about.
Okay.
March was actually, since we're springing forward, March 21st originally used to be the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. And those who are conceived in March, normally born in late November. So it's a really good time to spring forward, Palm, in March. Sort of like the cosmos will be with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I trust that you would call Morning Blend at least once in a while so we could hear you. Looking forward to hearing from you, Pam.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm going to make her sign something today. So that she
get that in
has
writing.
A quarterly appearance. How about that?
Yeah.
And budget. Around budget time, she needs to be in to give her analysis. Our special correspondent. What do you think?
We'll see.
She's got a weird look on her face. I don't think she's into that one.
I love Pam. It's like, we'll see. I'm not committing to anything.
Oh, man.
We'll see.
This person says, oh, no. And I like Pam so much. She's the kind of person I'd like to have as a friend. Oh.
Thank you.
That is indeed true.
You.
It is true.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Dwight, please don't cancel the show. Okay.
No, that won't happen.
Yeah.
That won't happen.
Love you, Pam, and I will miss you and your diverse ideas. Dwight should now allow 52 to be his co-host. Oh, that's a very interesting text. Thank you very much, caller. Texter. Okay.
Was that 52?
All right, this person says here, all the best to Pam. She is my favorite talk show host, co-host. Okay, well, there you go.
Thank you, Texas. I'm just looking at this video that Dwight posted.
Everybody, check out Twitter. This is a great video. Pam is blushing here. This is Pam, and there's great audio on this.
Why did you do that?
It's on Twitter. Go and look at this. This is her walking the studio for the final time as the co-host.
For the final time.
And then at the end.
I have a question, though. Mm-hmm. Were you on time? Because, typically, our culture is when you leave a place, you coast.
Come at 10:30.
What, today is my last day. If I get here at noon, that's good.
My alarm goes off 4:45 every Monday morning.
Wow. Oh, boy. So what are you going to do now? You're going to be able to sleep?
Sleep a little bit longer.
Yeah, just until 5:30.
Wow.
Yeah, 5:30. So 4:45 every Monday morning. And then I spend a little 15 minutes maybe in bed before I get up.
Right.
To get ready to come here.
Oh, boy. So you're going
to
get your Mondays back. Wow. Let's take this call. And you can call in 323-6232. 325-4316. 325-4259. Tweet us, Facebook us, text us, 422-4796. Caller, good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Dwight. Good morning, Pam.
Good morning.
Sarah, we're going to miss you, dear.
Thank you,
and
sir.
Good morning to Laverne.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dwight. I called to wish Pam farewell.
the public going to miss her immeasurable objective contribution. And, she's the voice and money that, we look forward to. So, Pam,
thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your future and whatever you hope to do on this Monday morning.
Thank you.
Maybe,
thank you.
Get up later. But thank you, Pam. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure. Okay, Dwight.
So this is it. Somebody's saying, why is Pam leaving?
It's Dwight's fault. I just want you to know that. I'm going to tell you all the truth. It's Dwight.
Pam, you got to tell the
problem.
story again. And tell people that, you're not going to government. You're not going to a competing station.
No.
You're not going to have a competing show.
I do have a job. I do have a job that I go to every day. And I'm grateful to my boss and my company for allowing me, initially to come in late 1 hour and then 2 hours after we moved, expanded the show to 10 o'clock. So I do have a job that I go to. But no, I'm not going anywhere. Dwight had told me about 2 or 3 years in that he was going to be here for 10 years. He gave himself a 10-year goal to be here.
So that was between you and me. I hadn't
hadn't
told the bosses that.
No, just the two of us, right?
I commit to 10
said,
years.
Okay, when you leave, I'm leaving. I'm not going to,
right.
I'm not going to co-host with anybody else. When you leave, I'm leaving. So Dwight celebrated his 10th year last year, April.
Right.
And so I said to him, okay, so you seem to be enjoying yourself, and that's good. I said, I'm going to leave on my 10th year anniversary, which is March of this year.
Right.
I tried to convince her to stay till independence. Right? Let's see the celebrations, right? The 50th together. Let's do this, Pam.
Together.
No. This is her 10th anniversary.
But here's the thing. Pam can certainly come back.
That's right.
For independence.
Yes. Let's put that one there.
So, put that in. You just come back, that'll be a quarterly visit.
To everything, there's a season.
Yeah.
And I think my season here as co-host is up. And I like I said before, I had an amazing time. Mm-hmm. I remember that first show. I was so nervous. I could hear my voice cracking, and I'm like, okay, can I do this? And Dwight asked me to come back, and I've grown. I've grown over the years, and I've gotten to see my country from a different light and to even appreciate it more.
Wow.
So I've had an amazing time. And I'm leaving because I really feel that my season here has come to the end. I know I'm a woman of faith, and I try to live in the purpose and the plan of God, and I feel good about this. There's no weight. There's no, it's bittersweet because I enjoyed Dwight. When I came here, I didn't know him. He didn't know me.
Right.
And we just clicked and gelled together. And Dwight has become a very good friend.
Yep.
He has become a very good friend, and so
we message each other almost every day, right?
And sending videos.
I'm with that with all of you almost, right?
And videos, and I still would do that. I told him my only request is I'm able now to WhatsApp him my comments.
right.
I'm not going to use the text line.
No,
I'm going to WhatsApp them directly.
That's right.
To him.
Oh boy. This is going to be rough. Okay. This message from a guest who's been on often. Please convey my thanks to Pam. She brought great value to the current events in the country. Best wishes.
Thank you.
Yeah, boy.
I think that's what I'm going to miss most Monday morning. Just listening to whatever the issue is. And then I say to myself, I want to hear what Pam's thoughts are. And then the majority of the time, I'll walk away going, oh, I didn't think of it like that.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay. Well, there's an invitation out there. Anyone who's interested, give Dwight a call.
Almost anyone.
Anyone who's interested.
Almost. You might be hosted by yourself if it's anyone. But anyway, good morning. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning to you, Dwight.
Hi.
How are you, Madam Palm and Madam Gardner? How are you?
Hi, good morning.
I'm good.
Dwight.
Yes, sir.
With your permission, can I please?
Are you going to sing?
I don't know. Can I, with your permission?
Okay, go right ahead.
Madam Palm, this is coming from my good friend, your brother-in-law, Ali, and also your husband.
Oh.
You are the fourth generation of kindness and patience, lots of love that flows through your veins. taught it not strength, bearing our pain, and believing each step of the way. Yes, to the lady, so worthy of praise. Yes, to the lady, always. Yes, to the one that comforts our heart, for the joy you bring to Dwight's life.
Wow.
Have a wonderful
Thank you.
and a
Thank
wonderful
you. That was lovely. Thank you.
Wow,
Thank
you made me cry this morning, caller.
I just want to say,
Of all of our listeners, eh?
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. That was special. That's
Yeah.
3 songs, 3 singergrams so far, man. Wow. Oh boy. Okay. Man, oh man. This one here. I'm so happy to hear when people affirm and uplift others, especially Pam, and especially in this public way. Gardner Radio is on the right track. The way that she dispassionately and critically evaluates issues and brings a calm, common sense view to the most explosive matters puts reasonable listeners at ease in an era when there is so much to be anxious about. I expect nothing less, however, since she graduated from COB, where greatness grows. We appreciate her contributions and her service. I do hope that she will consider being available as an expert guest from time to time.
Yeah,
Continue to let your light shine, Pam, and we look forward to seeing you climb even higher. I'm going to say your name if you don't mind.
Thank you.
This is from Tamika Lundy from University of the Bahamas.
Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. I really
it.
appreciate that.
I have a text here. This my phone is not the official text, but I do have a text here because as I try to let Dwight know that Guardian does have a following in Grand Bahama. I'm not the sole only listener in Grand Bahama of Guardian Radio. But anyway, this is from, I'm going to say her name, Nakia Watson. She is responsible for MAP, which is the Mammogram Access Program. But anyway, she is an avid Morning Blend listener. And so this morning she says, I turn on the radio to discover you are in Nassau and this is Pam's last day. I'm going back home. The day is a total loss in my book.
Right?
So Pam, you are causing people not to even want to go to work anymore. She's going back home now. It's like, what did I get up for this morning?
Thank you very much, Nakia. Wow. Thank you.
You know, I'm sure there are people all over saying, you want me to work? You want me to work today? And today is Pam's
It's a national day of mourning. A day of mourning.
I need at least an hour to gather myself together.
This is a rough one. This one says, Pam's, you gone too?
Two.
And I think it's saying that where am I? If I'm going, I can't understand the text, but
but Dwight has the answer that he told me 10 years. I don't know if it's now 11 or 12.
So Dwight, you are now in the hot seat because you're on to your 11th.
This is Pam's day. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But Morning Blend on Monday mornings won't ever be the same. Pam, your voice, careful and insightful thoughts, and the delivery of those thoughts in a fair, balanced, and calm and concise manner has caused all of us to be a bit more reflective in our assessments regarding issues. Thank you. God's blessing as you transition into other things. Guess I'm now just stuck with Dwight, eh?
Yeah. Oh, Lord. At least just on Mondays.
Right? That's just sad. Oh, boy. Farewell, Pam. You will definitely be missed. From an avid listener in Grand Bahama. Another one. Yeah.
I have something from someone who sent something to me. Good morning, Pam. Your contributions are informed, respectful, impartial, and cheerfully delivered. Truly an awesome work. And that's from Dr. Harold Munnings. Thank you very much,
wonderful.
Dr. Munnings.
Wonderful. This text, Pamela for Prime Minister.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, that
I'm willing
sounds good.
to be your campaign manager. I'm putting it out there.
All right.
Nope.
We're still getting a lot of messages about what we were talking about earlier. We'll get back to that in a little bit. This person says here, farewell, Pam. You made every Monday morning a little brighter with your presence on Morning Blend. Your experience and insights in finance were invaluable indeed. Thank you for being a great co-host, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you. And I'm really appreciative of all of the accolades. You know, the one thing when I came on the show that I desired of God and I prayed about is to be effective.
Yes.
Right? And to reach persons wherever, however he wanted. I didn't want the fame. I didn't want, when I walk out there, someone...
We're like, are you Pam?
Yeah.
Right.
And actually, I didn't get that. I mean, 1 or 2 times, if I went somewhere and I spoke, someone would say, are you the person on the show, Morning Glenn? But he answered my prayer from the comments that are coming through. I just wanted to be effective. That's it. Yeah. That's it. I felt I had something to say, and I asked for his wisdom, because I need his wisdom, because without him, I'm just nothing. And he's answered my prayer. Yeah. And I am so appreciative and thankful for the kind words. I didn't think at the time that I was having that impact. Right. I don't think about it. But thank you very much, texters and callers. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. No, you definitely do. I get a lot of comments from cabinet ministers, current, past ones who say...
I didn't know. Dwight never told me.
Yeah, he kept that to himself.
I told a couple of them. But it is quite a bit, they do seem to be listening. So
thank you.
What made you initially say yes, Pam?
To this?
To this, yeah. Like initially, what was your reason?
Well,
what was your why?
It started. We were in our office, our kitchen back at work, and I was saying that we needed a show that would discuss the economy. What's going on in the economy. I think we needed a show for the public. And my boss said to me, "Oh, you're talking now, but if you were asked, you wouldn't," because I know people may not believe it, but I am really a shy person. I prefer the background. If I come to the forefront, I'm being pulled and dragged along, but I prefer the safety of the background. And as I said, I would if I was not responsible for having to plan it.
Right.
And I got a call from Carlton Smith.
Carlton Smith,
the
former station manager.
Yes, about 2 weeks or so later, and he said my name was given to him if I want to appear as a guest co-host with Dwight Strachan. And I said, okay. And I came here 1 month, I think it was a Monday in March of 2013, and we were talking about government debt.
And the rest is what we call history.
And the rest is what we call...
10 years later.
10 years later. In March of 2023.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah.
This tweet here, Pam, it's hard to imagine Morning Blend without you. Your intelligence and professionalism were always apparent, and your financial insights were always informative. Thank you for making Mondays something to look forward to. We will miss you.
Thank you.
Wow. So what were some of your most memorable shows? The interviews we've done together, the topics, the discussions. What do you...
I don't know. I just like the approach. I like how you brought information to the public and the way in which deliver it. I know one show in particular interview was the grouper season. Like when I went to the dock to buy a grouper, it didn't matter what time it was.
It didn't matter what month, right?
Yeah. And then, from the show, we have a closed season. So if I go out and I'm like, you're not supposed to be selling that during this season. So, it helped me to be more conscious of the laws, be more conscious of what's going on in our country, and, to abide by it. Recently, I needed some work done, and I'd asked someone if they knew anybody, and they sent me someone, and the person didn't appear to be a Bahamian. So it wasn't like real work. It's just like one day help clearing some stuff. And so I asked if I could get a passport. I felt uncomfortable doing it, but I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing. And they bought the passport, and I said, well, do you have a work permit? And they bought me a permit, but it was a permit to reside. And I didn't know what that was. Right. And I was asking around, and nobody seemed
to be able
to have known what that was. Like, can I allow this person to work for me with a permit to reside? And so I had one of my very good friends, I was talking to her about it, and she knew someone at immigration, and they sent her back a note saying, no, you can't. You
permit
can't do
to
that.
Reside is different
and
from
so,
a permit to
I had to tell the person that I wouldn't be able to have them to do the work for me. And so I think being conscious of the law and sitting in this seat and wanting to do right, because I wouldn't want to be someone at the mic talking about immigration and then there she goes, she she's violating the law. So I really try my best to live within the confines, of the law. So in those ways, I've been helped.
See? Pam practices what she preaches, folks.
That's wonderful.
Look at that. This person says here, who's going to fill my Monday morning unbiased, financial, and sensible shoes? Farewell, Pam. It was indeed a pleasure. Your Monday morning listener, Carolyn.
Thank you.
Okay. Happy 10th anniversary. We will miss you so much.
Thank you.
Farewell to the great Pamela, a real critical thinker with the best analytical skills. Her contributions to the airways were priceless. Thank you for your service.
Thank
best
you.
wishes. Wow.
Thank you.
Good morning, Dwight, Pam, and Laverne. I don't know what to say. I turned to Morning Blend this morning to hear Pam, as I have been doing each Monday for the past 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
I'm shocked to hear Pam is leaving. Monday morning will not be the same, not hearing your honest national contributions. We will surely miss you, Pam. Thank you. May God be with you in all your endeavors.
Thank you. I received that.
Wow, I'm feeling a lot of pressure now. What will happen next Monday?
I can tell you one thing. After all these texts, I wouldn't want to be no, thank you.
I don't want to be here either. But it's, boy.
It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity.
So which day did you say our day that Pam was on? No, thank you.
Just play music.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll introduce you songs. Right? Okay.
Change the way you do the show.
You watch. You're going to have a flood of persons.
Yeah?
Asking you if they can sit in the seat, and I
You
know
may have a flood of persons
that
to ask,
they are
but
going to do an amazing job.
We're not gonna have Pam.
Wow. This one here, really going to miss Pam. She really kept the show balanced, and I especially appreciate her other views during the pandemic. Going to miss you, Pam.
Thank you.
So again, as we said, the whole crew together, and joining us now, Chester Robards.
Good morning.
Good morning. Great to have you with us.
Just here to protest.
Yeah, I agree. Bring in the placards.
I am no longer holding down the show when you go on vacation without Pam.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I'm joining in with Chester. And
we're all protesting this.
I'm protesting. I'm not going to co-host Thursdays because Pam isn't co-hosting Monday.
We had on the weekend and all of your wonderful words. You come here to do this? No.
Absolutely. Let's tell people about that. We all went out to dinner together on Saturday. The co-hosts and producers. And that was a happy time. But today I think is going to be the tears. The tears are going to be coming.
It's almost like Dwight. You want tears. It's like this is what you want. You want crying.
That's how it
feels like you want crying. I think because you don't want to cry alone.
You might be on to it, Laverne. I think so. This person says, Pam, it's always best to leave when people are sad to see you go.
Yeah,
that's true.
Thank you.
I thoroughly enjoyed your contribution. Wishing you peace and blessings.
Thank you.
That's true. It's always good to go out on top.
Oh, boy. My morning blend, Pam, thanks for sacrificing 10 years of your time or life and God-given wisdom to our nation. Blessings.
Thank you very much.
Now I can no longer call her our celebrity media personnel at work. Oh, that's one of your coworkers. Oh, you know who that is, eh?
No, she's emeritus. Of course you can.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's that?
Dwight and Pam, I am sad that Pam's leaving. Her intelligent information contributions were invaluable. Thank you, Pam, and may God bless and continue to expand your territory.
You're really going to have a problem.
Thank you.
You cannot replace Pam. That's it.
No.
There's nobody.
No, but I don't think you should want to replace me.
We don't.
No,
I thought you should stay.
Just find somebody else who would fit the role that you are seeking and will do an amazing job being themselves.
Are you hearing these comments? Can you imagine if the person doesn't live up? There is nobody, right?
Listen, the 150 people who were saying, do I need to prepare a resume? Because I think I want to apply for Pam's position.
See, there you go. That's my
As
point.
they heard these comments, everybody started
tearing
it up. Sucking their teeth.
And you already know how savage these texters can be.
Okay. You know, Dwight, Dwight, what else you have? She got dried Pam slippers.
Who's trying to replace Pam on a Monday?
Tell them they're not ready.
Don't try to replace me.
Dwight wouldn't even be able to read. Dwight will have to do as usual.
Text line's broken. The text line's broken.
No, can't read that. Okay, no.
I always remember Dwight. When Dwight came, nobody generally knew who Dwight was, and he came into
a nothing burger.
Yeah, and then he came into our lives, and you're doing a wonderful and an amazing job. I remember listening to you, and I think the show that really captivated me, I think it was you, Lester Cox, and Alicia Hart, and you were talking to Flowers. Mr. Craig Flowers, about
who says he still listens.
About that time of the gaming referendum. I was driving to work and I happened. It was the first time.
Listening to the show?
And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And from then on, I was a listener until the time when I came to sit in this chair, and I still listen.
Yeah, you message me every morning.
Yeah,
she does listen. Chester,
I was waiting for it.
I know Laverne listens. Laverne, she'll message me. I don't know if she listens every day.
I message her sometimes.
But Pam is I think our number one fan. She listens to all of you guys.
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome.
Yes.
I hope that you will continue.
I appreciate it. Chester.
No, I don't.
Chester listens on Wednesdays. Let's take this call before we go to the news. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
A pleasant good morning, Dwight. And who has it in the studio, Dwight?
That's Stephen. Chester and Laverne.
Stephen, Chester, and Laverne. Yeah, right, Chester. Good morning.
It's our sixth host, Anton, right?
Yes. Anton.
Yeah.
It's good to hear your voice. I've missed you.
I always miss you all, especially on the Morning Blend Show.
That's right.
My favorite show on the Guardian radio station.
Oh, well, thank you.
But look, I call to break up this front run, man. What's going on?
It's a very sad day. It's a sad day.
I believe that the music for the rest of the show should reflect the happiness, the happy moments, the sobering moments, the critical moments, the honest moments, the transparency that Pam represented on the show over the last decade. And as for me, Pam, it was an absolute pleasure, and it was also my honor participating on all of the shows that me and you would have locked horns on, debated on, or even the rare occasion where we agreed upon. Wow. And so I'm not looking forward to your leaving, but like Dwight says, the accountability, the transparency, the need for the objective input, the need for the honest dialogue, for the sobering dialogue is necessary, especially as we move towards our Golden Jubilee celebration, the 50th independence of the Bahamas. And so I look forward to your contributions, and I look forward to your boss being able to encourage you, like he did with Carlton, to be able to continue to contribute in whatever way you see fit as you move on with your life. God's continued blessings, Pam. It's been my honor and pleasure enjoying the conversations with you over the last decade, and may you continue to be blessed in your future endeavors. Thank you very much, Dwight. Take care, and God bless you all. God
Thank
bless
you, Anton.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anton,
All
thank you very
right,
much. We
Anton.
appreciate it. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's do this call, and then we'll go to the news. Yes. Good morning, call. You're on the air.
Okay, I'll make this short. I have two callings to say farewell to Pam.
Thank you.
Like when McCartney was leaving, so, I feel a little sad, but thank you, Pam, for your many great, honest, real contributions.
Thank you.
So I just want to say just have a great time wherever you may go. And guess what? Make us feel good by calling into the show sometime. So this is really the ability to share your contributions.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And maybe we should do that. Let's get a sponsor. We'll have a Pamela Musgrove moment. Like once, right? Get a big thing. Like, guess what? Next month, Pam will be here.
A Pamela Musgrove moment. So was she sending a recording?
Special editorials. You
This
could be
is
like
Musgrove Moments with Pam.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
She could be,
No.
We'll have you do it like an
Pam, so
editorial.
you're
and
not
we
roping
record
me
it.
into anything. This is my farewell.
We'll work on that during the break. Let's go to the news, and then we'll be back. We are celebrating Pamela Musgrove.
Yes.
This morning. We're bringing out the gifts now, Pam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Stay with us, folks. We'll be back.
The good times that made us laugh outweigh them bad.
When faced with an illness like cancer, we band together, and we at Cleveland Clinic in Florida have your back. From advanced cancer treatments to extra safety measures at all of our locations, we're with you on this journey. For every infusion and follow-up, for every step of the way, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic in Florida. Get the care you need when and where you need it. To learn more or connect with a local representative, visit clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
Take some advice from your Aunt Angie. If you want to go scuba diving on your vacation, don't bedazzle your wetsuit. And you think you look great, but what you don't realize is that you look like a shiny, scaly fish. And it won't take long for a shark to notice you. Next thing you know, you're busting out every karate move you got. But if you're smart, you'll have CG medical insurance and get airlifted out to the closest hospital.
Get coverage for emergency evacuations. CG Atlantic Medical and Life Insurance. Good like that. All benefits are subject to policy provisions, including eligibility at the time of service.
Technology serves to make our lives better, so why not your business too? At Custom Computers, we've been maintaining our knowledge and relationships with top tech companies since 1987 and carry only the most trusted brands like Apple, Microsoft, HP, and more. No company has helped more businesses build reliable IT systems than Custom Computers. You name it, we've done it. Call 396-1101 to talk to any of our business experts. Find trust in your tech. Count on Custom Computers.
Sand Dollar is a safe and easy alternative to cash. It is the digital version of the Bahamian dollar we know so well. Like banknotes and coins, the Sand Dollar is legal tender, issued and regulated by the Central Bank of the Bahamas. Unlike cryptocurrencies, you can't invest in sand dollars, just like you can't invest in cash. One sand dollar will always be worth one Bahamian dollar.
Learn more about the digital Bahamian dollar at sanddollar.bs.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
At Wendy's, we are different. We don't just use beef. It's fresh, never frozen. Our burgers are square because we never cut corners. Served hot off the grill with fresh lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and American cheese. We believe in fast food done right. Always serving fresh, never frozen beef. Order a hot, juicy Dave single, double, or triple. Made with fresh, never frozen beef. Now only at Wendy's. Different inside and out.
People, what you thinking? We want something different. People, what you wanting? We want local government. I can tell them no more slunking. We want see it function. I can tell them no more joking. I forgot. Going down Blue Hill Road, going down Village Road, going down Nassau Road. We want local government. We want local government. It's a road. We want local government. Shed a load. We want local government. We got call for local government.
Sign the petition and find out more information at risebahamas.net.
Florida Auto Parts can deliver all the auto parts your car will ever need, direct from the USA and from around the world. Florida Auto Parts provides fast delivery on auto parts, and we ship throughout the Bahamas, genuine or aftermarket, new or used, and all for the best price. Call Florida Auto Parts Trusted Parts Rep on WhatsApp at 1-786-772-8777 to save on your next auto parts purchase. Florida Auto Parts, the right parts at the right price.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my ticket for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk.
We are back here with Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Dwight Strachan with you, along with Pamela Musgrove.
For the final time.
Oh, boy. And all of our Morning Blend co-hosts are here this morning. We've got Chester Robards, Laverne Gardner, and Stephen Hanna. Stephen Hanna is here as we say farewell to Pamela.
That's it.
That's it. Hey,
That's it.
hey.
Hey, everybody. I just want to publicly apologize to Stephen. Stephen, I'm sitting in Stephen's seat, and so Stephen, I'm sorry.
This is the first time you two have been now, right?
No, it's not.
You were on that show, right? When you came the first time. That's right. I got to keep track of these things. Right.
It was just me. I was the last person.
Yeah. And Pam as well.
We met for the first time Saturday.
We met for the first time Saturday. Yes. And Pam and I met for the first time Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So if you're just tuning in, Pam, she's been teasing us for a while. She said it before, and every time we joke about it, but she was quite serious. That when she hit the 10-year milestone, that would be the end of the road for her.
But this isn't the anniversary of the start date, is it? Mm-hmm. It is.
Mm-hmm. March 2013.
Yeah. Yeah, the month.
Yeah, the month.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
dramatic. I like it.
It's 10 years.
I need to figure out when my 7 years.
What now?
Huh?
What?
I don't even know when I started. So I'll probably come up on my 10 years and be like, Dwight will be like, no, it's only been 3. And I'll be like, okay, okay.
So we're all saying farewell. We're going to hear from you as well. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Tweet us, Facebook us, text us, 422-4796.
People can see you on the thing.
Oh, man. All right, so eventually all of you have to do a little speech for Pam.
Oh, I thought you were going to cry. Okay.
And then
I almost cried during that song.
Just now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me be honest.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. These text messages are quite something. This person says here, "Good morning, Dwight and all the hosts. It is sad that everything has a season, but Pam, you will be missed. Dwight should ask Pam to stay, and she should.
Wow.
Until then, I would support 52 sitting in. There's another 52 one. Oh boy.
Well, I just want to say part of that is correct because Dwight has been asking. I mean, it's gotten to the point where it's borderline begging, but Pam has not acquiesced.
She is
Pam
unshakable on
standing her
this.
ground. Pam said, "Listen, buddy, we had a plan. We said 10 years, and I don't really know what's going on with you and your word, but I'm a woman of mine. I'm out."
Yep. That's right. They go on and say, Dwight, I'm your number one fan. After your show, I post nuggets of it on social media.
Oh, wow.
Really?
That's awesome.
I guess that's good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This person says here, good morning, Pam. Thank you for lending yourself to us for 10 years. I want you to know that I count down the days to Monday to hear you. You're always on point to put the tough question to your guests. Always wanted to meet you. Can I come to the studio now to meet you?
Sure.
Thank you and God bless. Okay.
Thank you.
I will miss Pam's insights, pleasant personality, wit, genuineness, and most especially the happy trill of her laughter. It's effusive. All the best to her.
Thank you.
This one says here, I still remember the show when the then minister tried to teach Pam how to count and value tourism numbers. I could see the thoughts going through his head. Who this woman is. That was a tough one. That was a very bad one.
Who was that?
Should we say the names now? Because the back end again.
I remember that show.
Yeah, that was quite a show.
Actually, I used to get a report, and after that show, I stopped getting the report.
Don't give it to her anymore.
Don't get her. I stopped getting the report.
Wow. Yeah. My goodness. All right. This one says here, world changer. From the Guardian Radio fans here in Georgia, we will miss you, Pam.
Thank you.
Your personality, perspective, and poise will never be forgotten. You are a world changer. Thanks, Dwight, for introducing such a stellar Bahamian woman to the world.
Thank you.
Hear, hear.
Thank you.
Boy, Pam, on behalf of the Guardian Radio Nation. Okay, well, we need to make that a thing. Yeah, let's do this. We wish you all the best, and we will be forever grateful for all that you and your balanced and honest insight and morning discussions with Dwight. If possible, it would be awesome to hear some of your favorite callers or topics. All the best, Pam. Your voice will be missed.
Thank you.
This is a tough one. This is the sore subject here. This is, I guess, someone who wants to apply, but they're asking, how much is the co-host salary? Let's just move on.
We'll discuss that off air.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
In the interest of transparency,
What now?
at the moment, 0.
You can.
So
I'm not saying how much it is, but you can reach us at 442 nothing.
But this is to the owners and the owners of the station that they need to do something. They need to do something. And do you have a general manager? No.
It took Pam to leave for us to get some coffee.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah, they need to do something. Yeah, so no, I have not
totally
been
support
paid
that.
for the last 10
So
years.
this
I'm not
is a
upset.
labor of love. These
Yes,
people
I'm not
are
upset.
invaluable. They come
Yes.
here without expecting
Yes.
anything, and they do this every week.
But that
I
needs to
appreciate
change. And if
you
I
all.
can do anything about it, I will try my best. That needs to change.
I almost had to bring my baby this morning.
Pam, if you can't do it, I know you can. I know you can. It can't be done. So if Pam says that she's going to try her best, I look forward to it because I know she will.
No promises now. I can't make
Yeah,
any promises.
I understand. I won't hold you to it. But I just want to say that, Dwight, you misspoke. You said it was a labor of love. At this point, it's just probably a labor of love.
Oh dear.
It's a labor
Okay.
of like love is a bit much.
Right. Well. But I do appreciate all of you. I know it's a major sacrifice.
I'm sorry,
Thank you
Justin,
so
did you
much.
say it's just labor?
No, for me, it was a labor of love.
Thank you, Pat.
It was.
Thank you.
It was.
Thank you very much. We will surely miss Pam. I wish her all the best, but is she stopping her show in the evenings too? No, that's not. That will continue. C-File Talks will continue. And they're also asking...
Go ahead.
Oh, Lord. They're asking, when is Chester going to do his ghost gun making class?
Oh, these people. That's why he looked at me.
Comedians. We have a lot of comedian listeners.
I don't know, but Chester did say that he's going to email me my registration form this week. So as soon as I get it, we'll publicly announce
See,
it.
you want me to lose another co-host when this man is arrested.
We're going to raid my house.
Right? All right.
That'll be a class on how to lose your hand.
That's if you're an avid listener, you know what that's about. That was from last week. Oh, dear Lord. Anyway, okay. Another one here. I had to pull over after hearing this morning. Pam's ability to articulate her unbiased, methodical thoughts while remaining pleasant is admirable. Great attribute. So sad you will be missed.
Thank you.
That's commitment. You left your place in morning traffic because you were sad. That's awesome.
Another one says, I need 52 to call in now. Thank you, Pam. Enjoy your morning blend delivery.
Thank you.
Yeah, wow. This one says here, Okay. Pam, you will truly be missed. I enjoyed your contributions and your neutral position on critical issues. The new host will definitely have some big shoes to fill. Still hopeful that you will pop in from time to time. See, everyone's saying it, Pam. You got to do it. Thanks for the sacrifice you have made for 10 years. We truly appreciate you.
Thank you.
10 years. Fool.
Dwight, Chester, Stephen, Laverne, and Pamela. Pamela, I have always admired your very intelligent insights and outstanding intellect. I truly will miss you and wish God's blessing as you continue to pursue your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Another one, you will be missed. Thank you for everything. I listen to you every Monday. Good luck for your future endeavors. Thank you, Pam.
Thank you.
And this one here, great show as usual. I will miss Pam. As always, always questioning without quitting. I think they're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Boy. All right. So let's hear from everybody. And you said this is very interesting, Pam, because we've had a lot of people co-host in these 11 years. But you know, this is the first time we've had the opportunity, because some people just say, this is my last day, we'll be back, and that was it. Like, oh, okay. Or like, aren't you coming back? Or they just disappear, or they just vanish. And, you know, sometimes. But this is the first time we've had the ability to really plan. And, so that's interesting. That's special. Sad. It's very sad. We do miss all the other folks as well. But I'm glad that we got the opportunity to tell you how we really think, and to.
And I appreciate
to see,
it.
yeah. You all speak. Let me catch myself.
It's so hard.
We already played that.
To say. Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah, you got to come up with another one.
Hey, that just proves Dwight's point.
You would know that if you would listen.
Exactly. Somebody, you should say something. Welcome to the studio.
Something.
I must say, as someone who has to hold down the show when Dwight decides he need to go away and take a break, that I could never, ever have done a financial show. Like sometimes budgets dropped or something financial happened on like a Friday or something, and I have to come in the studio on Monday, and I'm like, thank God for Pam. Because I know she's going to be here on time. And she's going to give real insight that I could not possibly even dream, even though I'm the business reporter, dream of kind of articulating to the public. And your contribution is absolutely invaluable, and you saved my life.
Yeah. Thank you, Justin.
So true.
Thank you.
Saved my life.
Thank you.
Pam, you don't know. Thank you. Thank you very much, because sometimes it's like another language. And you always provide that insight. It's been amazing. Really. Laverne, you're next.
Oh, I thought I said something earlier.
You better say it again.
I have to say it again. Okay, what did I say? Let me go back and rehearse that speech. No. But like I said earlier, it's just been such a pleasure meeting Pam in person. And in terms of breaking things down financially, I can honestly say that she really is one of my favorite people to listen to, because I get it. I don't know if she thought about being a teacher in her former life, but I'm just saying she breaks it down so that the average person can understand it, because sometimes you have people who'll talk about, and you know Clara, than when they end than when they started.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Pam, and then she, like I said, it's always that extra that she brings. Like, oh, I didn't even think of that. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, where Pam going with this? And then by the time she gets there, and I'm like, So Pam, it has been a joy and a pleasure listening to you, and it's an even greater joy having met you, and to be able to interact with you.
When Dwight was trying to figure out a suitable gift, I don't know how many people he was asking, but he asked me a few times. And I said she should get her a really nice pen, because what nobody knows is Pam will come in here, open the newspaper, and she wants to read up on what we're going to talk about before we start to get into it. And she's highlighting and writing notes on the side of the newspaper and underlining things, and I'm like, that is real dedication to what we're trying to talk about here. Because me, I do all some of the I have to look for where is it in the paper now? And Pam's got it down. She got notes on it already.
See, Pam, you set this high standard now.
Yeah. She's absolutely prepared before we start talking about the story.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Stephen Hanna, good morning.
To borrow Pam's back because
we
don't have enough mics in the studio.
This is
So, Pam, can you advocate for that as well?
No. We don't need any more people in here.
No, we need more mics.
Okay.
You need to tell some of your guests that. Huh? Anyway.
Tell the station manager that we need more mics. Yeah. Well, you know, me and Pam, I think that it works. Her being on Monday and me being on Friday, because it's like
Anchors, check you out.
Right, because ideologically, we don't. I don't think we've ever seen eye to eye.
So it works because
he's bringing
try to separate you as much as possible.
No, because then it's like it runs the gamut. Like so, for Monday, Pam will present it. You know, the economic. I see her laughing actually, right? So you know, like I don't want to use the C word this early, but you know.
You should say people will be confused. People will be confused.
Right, you know, so Pam will, you know, present the benefits of profit, and then by the time we get to Friday, I'll be able to be like, profit is theft, you know. And so it all works out. But then, like you guys said, like Pam being able to, because let's be honest. Nobody reads the business section, except Pam reads the business section. Chester writes it, but that's about it, right?
You're incorrect, sir.
But here's the thing. Pam talking about it helps everybody to understand it, even if the only understanding I get from it is I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I still wouldn't be able to have that sort of conversation to come in. And Dwight is incorrect as to who all listens, because like if you judge him by who taxes, like I don't always tax in when Laverne on, and like I don't tax in.
Oh, Stephen listens too. So Stephen and Pam listen every day.
Chester, you need to step up your game.
I do.
Like so, like and like
Stephen
knows if I'm listening because I'll message her.
He messages us every day. That's right.
Right. So like, and then I message Chester too. I don't have Laverne's number, so Laverne doesn't know if I'm listening.
We'll correct that.
No,
I'm gonna give you my number right now. It's are you kidding? I'm not gonna do that on it.
Right, but you know, so like having, I think it helps to have persons of different backgrounds and different opinions and stuff, so that could articulate exactly what it is that they think about these different topics and stuff. And so Pam definitely represents that section, you know? And it's like, and unlike other persons who may hold similar views to her, Pam isn't like, oh, Stephen, you're like, at no point does she ever like attack me for the fact that I completely disagree with her on almost everything. But it's like, well, you know,
you are a socialist.
That's not. I don't know why you say that.
Like it's a bad word.
Yeah, Jesus is a socialist. Anyway, so but yeah, so thank you, Pam, for helping to educate all of us on these matters and stuff.
It's beautiful.
That's just the kind of beautiful person she is. She don't attack you.
Thank you.
That's very nice, Stephen. Very nice.
Yeah. My perspective is there's no right and there's no wrong. It's just your views. And some people agree with me and some people don't, and that's fine. I think we can all agree that we have different views, but we don't have to let that be something that separate us.
You hear that,
cause
listeners?
animosity.
Listeners, are you hearing this?
Yeah.
Our differences does not have to divide us.
You know, I always thought it was special when I first had to host the show, and then I first met Pam. How comfortable she made me feel being in the studio. It was almost like, you know, you're good, you know, we good, we can deal. So I was nervous my first time on whatever day it was, but even on a Monday when I needed someone to co-host with me, right? She just made me feel so comfortable.
Yeah,
Well,
Pam
thank
is
you.
a cheerleader. She's been she's encouraged me so much over these 10 years, and it's unbelievable. If I run something by her, she says, "Go for it. You can do it. Try it. Why not?" And it's been really cool. And I believe she's going to continue to do that.
Yes.
Because based on where we are now, my dear friend, Pamela Musgrove. Wow. So people listen to this show, Pam. Did you know that? And so one morning you were talking about conch bites, and I'd never heard of it before. And I got a lot of messages about that afterward. And our friend Noelle Nichols was listening. And she heard this, and so Four Wall Squash and Social Club, they apparently have some amazing conch bites.
Oh,
and they are bringing conch bites because they heard you talk about it. And I said I never had it before.
Well, they never told me about these conch bites.
Good morning, Noel.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm gonna set up shop right over there.
Right next to the lady of the morning. So tell us a little bit about the conch bites and Four Walls Squash and Social Club.
Sure. Well, thanks so much for having me, Pam. I mean, we've had some debates on the show, not in a while, but congratulations and wishing you all the best. About a month ago, I think you guys are having this debate about conch bites versus conch fritters, and I was listening to the radio at the time, and I said, you know what, I got to bring some of our Four Walls conch bites for you. So as a send-off present, we got a package of the conchiest conch bites on the island.
There you go.
Okay, and they're at Four Walls Squash and Social Club on Village Road. And please, you have an open invitation to come and have a farewell drink on me at the club. Our bar opens from 12 o'clock. We're a great place for professional people to hang out and play squash and do a bunch of fun stuff.
Wow. So what's the difference between a conch bite and a conch fritter?
Okay.
You're about to find out, Dwight.
The difference between squash and tennis.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love it.
Yeah, actually, that's a good analogy. Squash, you play indoor in the air condition. Right? So it's an all-weather sport, and you don't got to be worried about standing out in the hot sun. So that means it's lighter. It's more, you can do it any time of day. Conch bites, you don't want to have a big a plate of conch fritters at 9, 10 o'clock at night. Our conch bites, okay, well.
He's always ready.
Okay, but the conch bites, they're very light. You can eat them late at night. They're good with drinking. They're bite size. They're small, and they're conchier. That's the most important thing. They are conchier. So 90% of the ingredients in our conch bites is conch. So we are gonna
90.
I
Wow.
love conch. There was a time.
Just learned something new.
I love conch. I keep conch in my freezer as a staple, right? I put it in everything, rice and soup.
For you guys.
I love conch.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
We have two sauces. We got a traditional calypso sauce, conch fritter sauce.
Let's get that back there.
We have the traditional calypso conch fritter sauce, and we also serve it with a mango vinaigrette. You can choose which one you want. They're both very delicious. We're gonna get this party started.
If I had known,
Who's leaving next?
Now I'm gonna get in trouble. I definitely am gonna end up having to come back here because I got plenty of friends at the Guardian between the radio station and the newspaper that I could be getting cussed. But this is a special day because we all love Pam. Thank you. And we want to have a good send off for you.
Wow.
I would have suggested a $100 bag of conch if I knew.
Right.
You know,
Right. We could have done that.
That'd have been the best gift ever.
Okay, here you go though.
Wow. Oh, here we
You
go.
can choose whichever.
Sam's gonna eat this on air. We need to record
You
this.
have to record Pam eating her conch bite.
Conch
Come
bites.
on, Pam.
I'm gonna wait till everybody
What? No, you go first.
you
This
go
is
first.
you. So which one is this? And this is
Okay, that's the calypso sauce.
okay.
Is it spicy?
No. Well, the conch bites have a little bit of pepper, but they're not too spicy.
And this sauce is this.
Yeah, that's
The
the mango
vinaigrette.
vinaigrette.
Okay.
Mango vinaigrette.
Here we. So Pam's about to have the conch.
Conch bite.
This is the
Yeah, it's a bite.
the moment of truth.
Yes, sir.
Okay. She bit.
She bit the bite.
I think she likes it. She likes it. She likes
it.
She swallows.
It's really good.
It's good.
Wow.
She's saying it's really good, folks.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really
I've
good.
had it with the mango.
Oh.
You're trying the mango sauce now. Yeah. Just got it. Yep. It's conky.
Oh wow.
Very conky.
Yeah.
Very
Great.
nice.
There you go.
Awesome.
Okay.
Like a falafel.
It's really good.
It
I
does
like
look
the flavor.
falafel-esque.
What's it? What did you mix
Not
the
a
conch
sauce
with?
person. I like it to taste.
Yeah. Noel?
No, what did you mix it without giving your trade secret?
Trade secret away, right? Yeah.
One of my business partners says the ingredients are conch and bites.
There you go.
But no, we mix them with we ground up the conch with a homemade épice or a green seasoning with cilantro, a little bit of pepper, some onion and sweet pepper, and we mix the épice with the ground conch with a little bit of breadcrumbs. We coat it in breadcrumbs, and then we deep fry them. It has a little touch of curry powder in it as well, actually.
Wonderful. Wow. Noel Nichols, thanks so much for Wall Squash and Social Club. We're going to bite down on these conch bites. While we take this break, this is a special edition of Morning Blend Business. We're saying farewell to Pam. Noel?
Also have a special offer for your guests this week. All week at Four Walls, conch bites will be buy one, get one 50% off. Kitchen opens 5 o'clock every day, except for Monday, so please come in.
So it's a Pam special.
Yes, this is the Pam special.
The Pam special at 4 Walls.
Wow.
I like it.
Stuff. 4 Walls on Village Road, folks. And hey, the road is open and paved, so you can get there easily. All right, we're going to take a break and be back. Stay with us. This is a special edition. We're saying farewell to Pam. We're having a lot of fun here in the studio. Stay with us.
And I'm leaving tomorrow. What do you say when I'm gone? When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Earning zero interest on your savings at the bank? With as little as $100, you can start earning interest on your money while you're sleeping, eating, or standing in line at the bank with the CFAL Savings Express Plan. Ready to invest? Start by putting $1,000 into our mutual funds and earn interest there too. Because at CFAL, your interest is our interest. Visit CFAL.com to start now. CFAL, growing wealth for future generations of Bahamians.
At Doctors Hospital, our lamp just got brighter. The Loyalty Advantage membership program now has 3 unique plans to choose from. From Lamp Prepaid with free prime care visits and service line discounts, Lamp Insured with copay waivers and 0 upfront collections at the ER and inpatient services, or our new Lamp Access, a free plan that offers 10% off lab, pharmacy, and imaging. Lamp has a plan for everyone. To sign up, visit our website or give us a call. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now.
Get cash back from the Water and Sewage Corporation. Receive $10 off your bill when you complete our online survey. We want to hear from you. Help us serve you better. Visit www.wsc.com.bs to complete our survey and receive $10 off your next bill.
Cashback offer applies to the first 100 customers.
It's fast, easy, and rewarding.
The Water and Sewage Corporation. Committed to growth, committed to quality.
Tired of paying too many bills and loan payments each month?
Shrink your monthly debt payments down to one easy payment with our debt consolidation loan.
It also has a built-in savings that pays you 5% interest.
Inquire about our debt consolidation loans today.
Call 356-7764.
It's Nassau Tiles March Madness Sale. And to celebrate 93 years in business and the Bahamas' 50 years of independence, they're giving you 20% off store-wide. Catch the sale on all tiles, linset, grout, mosaics, and more. Save 25% off woodlook tiles and ceramic tiles, and up to 60% on selected items. Their experts will guide you in selecting the right tiles. Visit their showroom on Dowsville Street or call 322-2100 to make your dream space a reality. Don't miss this March Madness anniversary sale from March 27th to the 31st. All sales are final.
She was the 4th generation of kindness and patience. The knack for love flowed strong in her blood. So she thought it not strange bearing my pain and believing me each step of the way. Here's to the lady so worthy of praise. Here's to the lady always, and here's to the love that shines in her eyes, and the joy she brings to my life. Oh, I'd find her on her knees.
Welcome back to Morning Blend. Morning Blend Business, a special edition here on the show.
That's what he wants, yeah.
Wow. Dwight Strachan, we've got the whole Morning Blend crew with us this morning. We've got Pamela Musgrove, who's leaving us today. This is our final day after 10 years with us. And we've got Chester Robards and Laverne Gardner is in studio from Grand Bahama. And Stephen Hanna is with us. Got a former producer in studio. He's being quiet this morning, though. Simba French.
You cutting the cake.
With us, yeah. Got a cake. And the conch bites are amazing.
They were absolutely
Laverne told me not to say it, but I got to say, conch fritters, you got to step your game up.
No.
You can't compete with this.
That's the thing.
Conch fritters just got to step the conch up.
Right. That's the request.
Oh, okay.
That is my request to everybody who's making conch fritters and selling conch fritters. We don't want the essence of conch in the conch fritters. We actually want conch in our conch fritters. And here's another thing. Brace yourself. I personally like my conch fritters seasoned because I'm not a sauce person.
Are people not seasoning them anymore?
This shortcut with it's not seasoned. Oh, but you have sauce. I don't want sauce.
I feel you.
I just want to eat my conch fritter, and I want it to be seasoned.
Remember back in the
and
day?
I want conch in it.
When you bit into a fritter and you got the pepper and you got all that stuff in it.
And the time jerking your teeth.
Yes.
I didn't like that part. But at
still.
least it was something.
Yes, so that is my clarion call.
Maybe what's causing that is because, I love conch. And I remember I would get like 5 pounds of conch for like $40-something when I bought it wholesale, or when you went to the dock, you got it for around about $50. I thought that was expensive. But recently, I bought 5 pounds of conch from somewhere, and it was $80-something for 5 pounds of conch. And just because I needed it quickly, and so I went to a wholesale place to get it. $80-something was for 5 pounds. So maybe that's why people are cutting back on the conch, Laverne, and they're giving you essence.
I understand that, but I'm just saying at least put 2 pieces. Like if you want to portion it out and be like, okay, every scoop, make sure it has 2 pieces, but you got to give me some conch. I can't be eating conch fritter and not bread.
It's bread.
You sit there discussing. You got any conch in yours? Oh, I got a piece of. Like, come on.
Treasure hunt.
Right.
Steven, do you look?
But these conch bites were wonderful.
Oh, they're
really good
stuff.
Yes.
Check them out, folks. 4 Walls on
First of all,
Willard Road.
Most people sell fritters, not conch fritters. So,
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Some people sell. Was it? Corn and seafood fritter.
Yeah.
Like they just gave up on that. I don't. This
Corn's good. Corn fritters are pretty good.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
I guess if that's what you're into. Recently,
corn fritters. Yes, I agree they're good, but they don't replace conch fritters.
but anyway.
Yeah.
This weekend I went to. I had to go shoot something at the hotel while I was out partying, and one of the hors d'oeuvres was supposed to be conch fritters, and I picked it up and I said, and I ate it and I was like, and this, sorry, what did you say this was? Like, conch fritters, like conch fritters, right? And he's like, yeah, that's fritters, and it's like, fritters. The problem wasn't the conch. The problem was like, the outside was brown. And the inside had a custody inside. And I was like, are you
conch custard,
right?
It was rare.
Fritter surprise.
Rare conch fritters. It was the rare conch fritter. Where there was conch in it, but it was not cooked in it.
Oh, man.
And like the second lady there was another lady who came out with it, and it's like those ones are super darker, and like clearly she went back to them and said, "Listen, these ain't cooked."
Yeah.
And so that's another issue with comfort.
Too
Like,
high. And
people,
the oil was too hot.
People don't know how to cook kung fritters because like you think, and as I learned that like trying to cook kung fritters, like it ain't as easy as just dropping it inside hot oil.
Yeah,
like there's a method to it. Although especially the bigger they are,
Mhm.
I don't know how them older people used to get them giant kung fritters to cook all the way through
And to
without
cook
burning.
round.
Right.
Wow.
So yeah.
Hey, well, we're celebrating Pam. Got a lot of great messages coming in. This person says, hey, I agree with Stephen. Great to hear from sensible conservatives. Pam, that's what you want to be called? Oh, gosh. Conservative in the American tradition or the British? Which one is it? Oh, dear Lord. I don't know if Pam wants that. All right, this person. Oh, this is our Kyle Stubbs, our friend at Bristol Wines and Spirits. Good morning. Please let Pam know when I hear her on Mondays. She reminds me of a well-balanced, structured bottle of red wine.
Oh, there you go.
That
thank
speaks
you
of
so
focus, complexity, and triggers deep thought. Wow.
Thank you so much. And even though I listen to your show with Kyle and you and Chester, and I don't drink, but I like listening.
Yeah.
How you explain and describe the wine and stuff. Even though I don't
Kyle is
drink.
a poet.
Yeah, he walks poetic.
Yes, listen to this. He says, a bottle I think that Wine, Wednesday, and Bristol will gift her. Oh, okay. Although Stephen brings a satire on Fridays, I walk away the most on Mondays with more, I guess, on Mondays with Pam. I wish her all the best. Oh boy, another one. I can honestly say that looking forward to listening to Pam on Mondays actually gets me out of my bed. What will Monday mornings be without her on the air? Farewell and all the best. You're telling me. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I tell you, it's going to be Music Mondays from here on.
We don't want that.
Because you have a problem with my music? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Pam, you deserve all the recognition you are receiving today, and you will be greatly missed on Morning
Thank
Blend.
you.
Thank goodness you are family, so I will continue to learn from you on critical issues and family gatherings. Oh, this is someone who's related to literally.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, family.
Dwight, I will continue to listen as I love your contributions. You are so funny.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. Call in, folks, 323-6232, 325-4316. 325-4259. Dwight, we need to have Pam's boss at her other job on so he can explain to them how this thing needs to work going forward.
Oh, boy.
We aren't giving her up that easy.
Is that a boss with a capital B?
We need to have her boss on to explain how this thing's going to work. That she can't go, and that he needs to pay all the other co-hosts. That's what we'll get her on. All right, okay. Good morning, call. You're on the air.
Good morning, Dwight. How you doing?
Hi, good morning, Sparky.
All you people out there and the beautiful Bahamian people in the Commonwealth of the beautiful Bahama Islands. First of all, Dwight, I would like to congratulate the women of this country on their march yesterday. I mean, Dwight, from what I've observed, when you see women want to get together and do something, it could be well planned, it could be beautiful, and them can be to get together. Those women were so organized, so beautiful in all their different outfits, with all them different organizations, and all them all together, from the defense force, police force, prison officers, Baptist churches, whatever they were, Anglican women, pilot club, all of them. What I don't understand, Dwight, is when they want to do something like that, they could pull it off. But let one of them say they want to run to be leader or something. Leader of one political party. All of a sudden, the other women will jump on that woman. And what they wouldn't tell us about her sweetheart life and what she's doing in the night. Wow. With somebody husband and somebody boyfriend. And all the ins and outs about her guts. I wonder why. Because from what I saw yesterday, I congratulate the women. Y'all were together yesterday. You were beautiful. Hats off for the women of the Commonwealth of the Bahama Islands.
Okay.
One love. And Miss Leslie Miller, I think she did a stellar job as well.
Thanks, Sparky. You want to say anything to Pam? This is Pam's final show with us. You want to say anything to Pam?
Pam, you going to... I just signed this morning. I mean, Dwight.
No way.
Man, look at Dwight firing somebody else.
No.
He's looking. He's looking.
Let me tell you, I find out about Dwight. Dwight is fired sneakingly, you know. Just go away. When Dwight fires, go away laughing. I got another job lined up. I believe Dwight is lining up your next job for you.
Wow.
Okay.
You check everybody leaves for Dwight.
Thank you, Pat.
They got a big job someplace else.
Oh, boy.
Watch Dwight. You sneaky.
Okay. If only that were true. Thank you very much, Sparky. You are always adding a different spin on these things. But I appreciate that. Okay. Pam there's a text. Pam is a positive and unbiased influencer for the show. Her commentary will be truly missed. Wow.
Thank you.
Pam, you will be missed. Thank you for everything. I listen to you every Monday. Good luck with your future endeavors. You are from Exuma, the Musgroves from Losstown. I don't think that's right, but anyway.
Actually, my father was from Turks and Caicos, and my mom from Acklands.
Yeah. This is for you, Stephen. I read the business section, and I know a couple people who do as well. So, people. Another one. Hold on, I read the business section, and I line the doghouse with the rest of the paper. Oh,
Wow.
Oh, to read these things before you read them on air. See what we do, boy. Okay. Stephen is wrong again. This is the third one. I read the business section because it gives me a financial health overview of the country. And thank you, Pam. I will miss you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Say, all these people saying they read the business section. I want to see y'all put ads inside the business section. Come. What the number is? What the number, Chester?
Oh my gosh.
To call the
Wow.
business
Okay.
section.
I guess.
302-2300. Just call it.
All right. Great show. As usual, we'll say conch fritters. That's so blasphemous. What about it? Just saying the word conch fritters? Oh, corn fritters.
Oh,
that's
corn.
blasphemous.
Okay, that's blasphemous.
Not that bad. Collective EU from Bahamas on the custody fritters.
Yes.
That is horrible.
Thanks for putting that in people's heads, Stephen.
Right. but all the best, Pam. All the best.
Thank you.
Dwight, Guardian really should give Pam an honorarium and pay the guest host before we lose more.
And that's not the recorded clap. That's in studio clapping.
That was weak.
Not Stephen, though.
Normally I wouldn't
Not
read these
Stephen,
on there, but I fully support and
that's
endorse
capitalism.
that. I agree. These are...
Chester, now you're clapping.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Well... okay, another one here. I would like to say farewell to Pam and to wish her all the best. I enjoy her insightful perspective on the various issues over the years. She will truly be missed. I would like to recommend that Pam stay on to mentor and train her replacement. Could you play This Girl's on Fire as a tribute, my tribute to Pam? Oh, okay, that's good.
Wow. How about that?
All right, producer, you got that lined up? Yeah? This Girl's on Fire? All right. By Alicia Keys. All right. So it's our final few minutes. Pam, are you going to record this?
How much recording you got done this morning?
Exactly.
You want to? Yeah. Record this. So I got a little gift for Pam, but you won't talk while I go.
Okay.
Speak about that.
Go ahead, Chester. What were you saying off air?
Me? What was I saying off air about what?
You know about that thing? The thing about the thing.
Yeah, you should take that mic.
Yeah, Stephen.
Absolutely, Stephen.
You're host now. In a way.
Oh, this was
I just need to get that mic there.
That's a beautiful gift. That's a very beautiful gift.
I need you to say that again.
I say in a way, aren't I always the host? Like, I'm the voice of reason on Friday.
This guy. So Pam, we had a struggle because what do you get? The woman who has everything.
I'll still say I love it.
But we
settled on orchid.
And we got a little Guardian goodie bag for you here.
I hope my suggested pen is in there.
We got a couple of our merchandise, so you can always.
Oh, Guardian Radio merch?
You did get a bag.
I didn't even know that existed.
Guardian Radio has merch. Thank you. I love orchids. And what I especially love about it, because I just say I had to replace some because I tied them around a coconut tree. Someone told me about that.
Right.
And when they said it, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And so I tied them around the coconut tree, all the trees in the yard. And we have lots of them that are blooming this year in the yard. So I love it, right? I love it.
See, the thing about orchids is you add them to something and they make it more beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's what Pamela must
Thank you so much.
all these poets we have.
And I was just saying we only had the white ones because so I wanted a different color, and I was just saying Mother's Day is coming up, so I'm going to buy some more so I could, after a while tie them. I love it, Dwight.
Good job, Dwight Strachan.
You got me. Spot on.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome
boy.
so much.
This is.
I think I helped by giving the wrong gift suggestions.
Yeah. You steered us in the right direction.
So I too have something for you. This is from the Grand Bahama arm of Guardian. No, it's not. Because Guardian don't pay you nothing. It's from me. Let's just be clear.
We're speaking truth today.
I'm speaking truth today. But
there's gonna be a.
Oh wow! Let me get a picture of this exchange. One second.
Take it out of the box. What it is, because of course I'm doing free advertising. There is this is Bahamian artisan, and she makes all these natural products, foot scrubs and candles and body balm and butters and all of that stuff. Yeah. And it's called Shauna's Gift Box. So if you are ever in Grand Bahama or you are on Facebook or Instagram, check her out.
She doesn't deliver because I know that they do a thing where you could don't lift her.
There you go.
I know they do a thing where
Pam was trying to open the box. You guys laughing. Pam was struggling.
At least I wasn't recording it. I wasn't recording
the box.
That part.
She tore it, and Stephen came right there. Stephen is like, it doesn't lift up, and he just lifted it right up. Pam was like,
right.
But I hope you enjoy.
Do they deliver
beautiful stuff.
Yes.
To the mailboat or to.
I'm sure she will, and everything is handmade. She makes all of that herself. Yes. It's Shauna's Gift Box. So please check out Shauna's Gift Box. Yeah.
See,
okay, wonderful.
Someone agrees that we should have gotten Pam 5 pounds of conch. more than that.
Tell the conch people to donate it to Pam. We'll tell you where to find it.
Last day conch people.
Yes.
So we need some conch.
I would
take it.
There you go.
I know you would.
I would take it.
Problem is you can't afford it.
A couple more messages before we allow Pam to say her final words here. Pam, you will be greatly missed. Monday mornings will not be the same. Her contributions are so insightful and balanced. Dwight, you two made a great duo. Pam, please reconsider. Stay a little longer. I told you to stay till independence at least. Anyway, all right, Pam.
Thank
you. Your time.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dwight. Thank you. Like I said, I served at your pleasure, and you were always good to me, and we had a great relationship, even though we had just met for the first time 10 years ago. Thank you so much for believing in me and giving me this opportunity. Thank you to the Bahamian public. I don't know if Dwight shielded me from your comments, but I felt accepted, even though I wasn't chosen by you to be here, but I felt accepted by you, the Bahamian public. And thank you so much. Even when we disagree, it was okay. Because for me, it's okay to disagree with each other, but so long as it doesn't divide you. Thank you to my boss, with a capital B, for allowing me to take an hour and then 2 hours out of my work schedule to be here on Guardian Radio. I really appreciate him for that. And last but not least, I just want to thank God, because it is in him that I move and have my being, and I thank him for guiding me through these 10 years. Because, once you put yourself out there in the public, you open yourself up to criticism and scrutiny. Yep. And I'm grateful to God that he has allowed me to handle myself well, and I can leave now with my head held high. And I just want to lastly say, may God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Again, you're still going to hear her on Guardian Radio with CFAL Talks, Mondays at 6:30 p.m. But Pam, this has been wonderful. I don't think we would have been here this far, 11 years without you.
Thank you.
And
you've served the Bahamian public better than some elected officials.
Oh, most. And I'm going to miss you very much.
I will. In this capacity, but we're still
We're
friends.
still going to be
We got WhatsApp.
And thank you for everything you've done for the show.
Thank you.
And I thank all of you. All of you. This would be nothing without you. But Pam, it's
See,
been
you
a
cried.
great
You
10-year
like
ride.
to
Eh?
cry. Thank you.
And Mondays won't be the same. Won't be the same. Thank you very much. my
Thank
dear
you and
friend.
love you all.
We love you.
Love you too.
All right. That's it for this Monday morning. Dwight Strong with Pamela Musgrove and Stephen Hanna and Laverne Gardner and Chester Robards. And thank you all for supporting the show all these years. And we'll be back tomorrow morning.
We will.
We will.
We're not sure about next week.
We don't know about Monday. Monday, and then thankfully the Monday after that is a holiday, so we don't have to deal with that.
Because we have to recover.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
But Pam, all the best to you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned in front of the clock. Coming up next here on Guardian Radio 96.9. Everybody have a great day.
Hotter than a fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire, filled with catastrophe, but she knows she can fly away.